Well, hello and happy Easter, everyone.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack. My name is Erinn.
My name is Dan.
And I am the Executive Director of Spring Theater.
And I am the Artistic Director of Spring Theater.
And we couldn't be more excited to see all of you here today on this beautiful, beautiful Easter Sunday.
Yes.
Go ahead and comment and let us know where you're tuning in from.
Speaking of, here's Terry Beckmann, board member and mother extraordinaire, saying Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
She's just peeping in.
Aw, how adorable.
If you've never joined us online here, welcome.
Welcome.
We're glad to have you. This is an interactive experience, so please throw your commentary and your ideas at us, and we'll feature it in real time, and we can talk to you as if we were in the very same room.
Absolutely.
This is how we compensated and coped during COVID.
Exactly.
And now we're free, but it doesn't mean we can't have more fun online.
So true. And this is an old-fashioned telethon, but the difference is you can see us. In the old telethon days, we'd have to pick up the phone, we'd be in the background.
Well, we'd still be on TV, right?
Well,
Isn't that how they work?
We would be on television, but right now, if you should donate to Spring Theater, which we'll talk about in a second, you get to see it live on the screen. It's not just going to be a bunch of people phoning in behind us, which is exciting. So, Dan, I think we should tell everyone about the Livin The Dream Foundation.
Right. So, first of all, if you're unfamiliar with Spring, that's a good place to start, right?
It is a good place to start.
Spring Theater is a youth-oriented theater company based out of Winston-Salem. I almost said North Dakota. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It got its start in the year 2011.
It sure did.
And that makes this the 13th year of Spring Theater.
Which is the lucky year, by the way.
Yeah, that's what they say.
We're so excited about this year at Spring Theater because we are doing the Season of Hope.
Yes.
And this year, the season is going to be kind of out of this world.
But basically what we do, if you're unfamiliar, is we take kids and we give them opportunities to be on stage from all ages. We just finished a show that was primarily 5-year-olds to 11-year-olds for our aspiring artist program.
But then we do shows also that include the older members of our teens and our youth and even young adults as well, which is really fun.
And very, very old adults we've been known to feature from time to time.
And not too old. If you're one of those old adults,
we're not talking about you. No.
Happy Easter, Miss Joanne.
And the Livin The Dream Foundation comes into this. This telethon is to support the Livin The Dream Foundation, which is a scholarship program that was started several years back now, but maybe 4 years now.
Yeah, it actually surprisingly started right before COVID, which was really, really helpful because the year of COVID was a very hard year. We tried to do all that we could at Spring Theater to make this happen and keep going. And we did with the support of this foundation. And what it allows us to do is every single child, no matter what their financial situation, can come and experience being on stage, which is important for so many reasons, not just to learn your theatrical skills, but it helps you in so many ways in life.
I got to tell you, I think a lot of people who found their way in theater as kids, myself included, I know this is true of you, really found their first sense of community there, because I think above and beyond all else, they call it community theater because it's theater based on community, and it's a community built around this love for this art form. And I think a lot of kids find their way in places where, you know, a lot of times people prioritize sports, and you think of sports being the main staple of high school, non-academic programs. But theater gives a voice and a presence to a lot of kids who don't find that in sports. We've got people coming in from all over the country, by the way. We've got some friends from Nebraska.
Woo!
We've got our buddy out in Las Vegas. We've got Steve Steiner, artistic director of the Surflight Theater in New Jersey, up on Long Beach Island. An
incredible organization.
Yep.
Wow, this is really exciting, y'all. Thank you for coming to support. And by the way, if you want to know how to support, you can do it right here. You can do it on Venmo at Spring Theater, and you can do it on PayPal at paypal.me/Spring Theater. And make sure you spell theater with an R-E as well. That's really important.
Otherwise, you're going to be giving your business to some organization that chops lumber or something.
You never know.
Can't have that.
There is a Spring Theater with an ER. They're a movie theater out in the middle of Iowa.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
so
we should go visit them.
We should.
I smell a collab.
You guys, I'm so excited to be here on Easter Sunday. We hope you've had a beautiful Easter brunch. And right now, you are ready and raring, because guess what? The Livin The Dream Foundation is matching donations today for up to $4,000. So that means that if you donate to us right now, if you donate $5, you're actually donating
$10. Let's check the numbers. Yep, $10.
That is correct.
As you can see, let's go ahead and look what what the donations are so far. Where are we sitting
yeah.
right now?
Let's see. We're sitting at, oh no, our happy bunny is very sad.
Look
we
at
are
that.
sitting at
$0, which is to be expected to be fair at the beginning of a telethon.
I suppose.
But who's going to be our first donation through either PayPal down bottom there or Venmo at Spring Theater?
I can't wait to find out. This is going to be so exciting. I've got all of my thingies up. When I say thingies, I mean I've got all of my fun devices with PayPal, and I'm going to just keep refreshing.
And by the way, if you donate today, you will get to contribute to a great cause. You'll get to see this bunny fill on up to the top for a chocolate Easter surprise, and you'll be giving a lot of kids the beautiful gift of theater.
Absolutely. All right, Dan, let's tell everybody while they are getting their donations ready, while they're typing in. And thanks for joining us, y'all, on the Sunday afternoon. We weren't sure if you'd be here, but you're showing up in great numbers.
And if you are showing up,
it.
go ahead and give us a shout in the comments so we can say hello to you just as you're saying hello to us. We want to know who's out there.
Exactly. So you guys, this is Spring Theater's Season of Hope 2024. It's going to be a great season. We actually just started the season off with this production of Camp Wildernotes. Shout out if you saw it in there. Oh my gosh. One of the cutest shows we've ever done.
Again, our aspiring artist program. Excuse me. We specialize these programs towards the very, very young kids who, a lot of them are just doing their very first show. And we teach them about stage left, stage right, upstage, downstage, projection, diction, all the fundamentals of theater. And they get to dip their toe into doing a show for the first time. This particular show was an original by a local playwright and composer named Beth Frack. And it was a show about perseverance. The kids, here they are holding dirt balls because they were playing ants. They were playing fish, as you saw in the earlier panel. And it was a really, really charming production. If you saw it, let us know in the comments.
It absolutely was. You guys, we have our first donation.
We do.
It came from Easter egg. Let's see what it is. It is $100, which turns into $200, and it is from my mommy, Jander.
Aww.
Thank you, Mom. You know what's cool about my mom? I mean, many things are cool about my mother, but she always buys her tickets to spring shows.
And always has.
And always has.
And always will.
From the very beginning. I can't believe it. It's so cool. Thank you so much to Mom.
Yes, thank you.
And her husband, Billy. I'm so thrilled. And also, if you would like to have an Easter egg dropped, you too can donate to Spring Theater on this Venmo or this PayPal.
That's true. And you'll get a little air horn surprise. And also, what?
Oh, we just got another egg.
We did already. This is great.
All right, $50, which turns into $100 from Joanne Morse. Woo!
Wow.
Wow, you guys, we are on our way. Thank you so much for donating. These eggs are so excited to be opened in front of you today.
That's fantastic, y'all. We're getting closer and closer to our $6,000 goal, which sounds like a lot, but when you think about the fact that really that's only $3,000. It's a pretty darn easy goal, and it's something that we can accomplish. Let's look at this. Look at, we've already got $300 starting to fill up that bunny down there from 2 donations. Thank you to our friends and family out there.
I wonder if it's going to be a delicious chocolate bunny.
I already said it was.
Oh, I see.
But it might not be.
Might not
now
be.
We can keep it a surprise.
So Camp Wildernotes was so much fun. We had 20 kids, ages 5 to 11. They were adorable. They were outstanding. We were so proud of them and all that they learned. I highly recommend that you get your kids involved in Spring Theater, or any theater, by the way. If you are not in town, or even if you are, I don't care what theater you go to, it's so important to get these youngins going.
We obviously have a vested interest in this particular theater, which is called Spring. But that doesn't mean that they shouldn't get involved anywhere, because everywhere, no matter how big or small, how grand or simple the production, is always going to give kids a little jump start in the direction of maybe changing their life forever.
Absolutely.
You too could be sitting in your studio in the country and broadcasting to a small local children's community theater this Easter.
We love it. Hey guys, what's coming up next, Dan? It's a show called Every Brilliant Thing. This is going to be in May.
Yeah, as our season of hope, it all focuses on shows that inspire hope and use hope as a tool to find progress and find meaning and find ways to move forward. And nothing really encompasses that quite like this show. If you've seen Every Brilliant Thing, let me know out there in the comments. This is a show that's near and dear to my heart. It's a one-man show. If you've never seen a one-man show, it's a very unique experience. It means there's just one person on stage doing a show.
And guess what? It's going to be this person right here, Dan Beckmann. We have special permission from Actors Equity Association to have Dan perform this show for Spring Theater. And we couldn't be more excited.
I'm so excited for this. It's going to be in just about a month now, a month and change. May 5th, 4th, 5th, and 6th, I believe, are the dates. And it's going to be in Mountcastle Theater in Winston-Salem. This is a wonderful show that deals with mental health issues and how those issues, when manifest in our parents, can affect us in our lives as kids as we grow, and how kids kind of navigate households with mental health difficulties. But it does so in a way that's very funny. It gets the audience involved. It's very unique storytelling, and it's not gloomy. It's uplifting, and it's joyful, and it's childlike. It's a beautiful, beautiful production, and I highly recommend that you come out and see it. We haven't started rehearsals yet, but I can tell you right now, it's going to be great.
Oh my gosh, what's this, Dan?
What is it?
It looks like we just got another Easter egg.
Oh, yeah?
Let's see. It is for $20, which turns into
$40.
And it is from Jackson Colo and the Colo family.
Oh, thanks, Jackson Colo, longtime friend of Spring Theater.
Do you know what's so cool about that? Jackson Colo started with us way back in the day when he was in our Aspiring Artist program, and now he's in high school and he's a phenomenal performer. He was a phenomenal performer back then.
Always has been, yeah.
But thanks, Jackson.
But he was always, we always cast him as the little boy, and now he's the little man.
If any of you saw Lock-In, our socially distanced film we did during 2020, he was President Lode Jr., and he was pretty great.
When the president got turned into a little baby. Not a baby, a small person.
Exactly. Dan actually did do, this is what Terry's talking about. Dan did the show in Nebraska for a professional theater company last year. And so we are bringing it here to Spring to share with all of you. It is a perfect show for Spring Theater's
And what's
Season
interesting
of Hope.
is when we did it in Nebraska, we actually toured it to schools. So we performed for sometimes auditoriums and sometimes gymnasiums full of anywhere between 40 and 1,500 students at a time, which terrified me, of course, because I'm terrified of children and especially teenagers. But it turned out really well. They were really responsive, and it really did a lot to help impact the community. So we thought, why don't we bring that to Spring Theater? The groundwork's already laid. We'll just tweak it and we'll put it up.
Absolutely. All right. After Every Brilliant Thing, we have our first summer camp show of the season, and that is going to be Beauty and the Beast. I am so excited about this show.
I am too. And so are the people, the community, by the way.
This is the first summer camp. We have sold out. We have a huge, huge waiting list. Literally do 2 summer camps of Beauty and the Beast, but we love to keep our casts a manageable level so everyone has a chance to shine. We wish there was more space for all of you, but there is space in the audience.
Yes, there is. And by the way, if you want to see Beauty and the Beast, if you never have, or you're really itching to see it, make sure you check this production out, because it's going to be one of your last chances to see it, as Disney is pulling the production rights back and putting you in their little money-making vault.
It's true. This show actually is going to be great because it's a revival show. We've done the show before at Spring Theater 8 years ago now, which is crazy.
Before my time.
Before the time of Dan Beckmann. I didn't get the opportunity to direct it, though, because I was on tour with Letters from Home. So I am thrilled to have the opportunity to... Oh, what's this?
What is it?
It looks like we have another donation.
They keep falling from the sky.
Let's see. Oh, this Easter egg is $50, which turns into $100.
Wow.
And it is from Gerald Beckmann.
Oh,
Thank you, Dad.
I know him. What a guy.
Wow, this is so exciting.
What a guy.
Oh, my
gosh.
gosh.
We're already approaching 10% of the way there. In the first 14 minutes of this stream, I could not be more thrilled. Y'all, thanks for your contributions. Really appreciate it. Oh, my gosh.
Thank you so very much.
Just tried PayPal, and they said they couldn't find you. Yes, I spelled it R-E. They said email our phone numbers. Any idea how we can make it work? I don't have Venmo. We'll get on that right now.
Absolutely.
We'll get our people on this,
We'll get
Steve.
our people on it, which means me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve,
yeah,
by the way.
Appreciate it.
We are really excited about that.
If you are not a PayPal or a Venmo user and you want to donate, you can tell us your intention. We'll add it to the list. And if you want to mail a check or just, toss a wad of cash on the front doorstep of Spring Theater, whatever works for you. Yeah. So thank you all for your contributions. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
After Beauty and the Beast, we are going to be doing a bold production that you may have heard of. I thought a lot more people knew this show, but apparently it's not as well known as it was back in 2004 when it came out. This is a show called You're in Town. Not You Are in Town, but You're in Town. It is a show about and revolving around pee.
But let me tell you something.
Let her tell you something.
Please don't judge this show by its title because it is one of my favorite shows, and I think one of Dan's as well.
Oh, definitely.
It goes through so much, and there's so much incredible singing and dancing, and it has a lot of great themes, doesn't it, Dan?
Yes, it does. And that's actually why I chose the show. First of all, it's a comedy. It's a very self-aware comedy that makes fun of its own title within the first 5 minutes of the show. For my money, one of the funniest pieces of musical theater. It's a love letter to musical theater with songs and dances and characters and tropes that all pay homage to the musical theater that we grew up with. But it also has really deep, powerful themes of eco threat, irrevocable. Whoa, look at that.
Whoa, it was very exciting.
The plot of the show revolves around a near future where there is a global drought, and to manage the consumption of water during this drought, the corporate elite instate policy that says no one can pee for free. So you have to use the government-issued urinals or bathrooms to use the restroom, and that's how they try to. But this causes an uprising between the poor and the rich, and it's a great show that ends up dealing with themes of class disparity, police brutality. Actually, it's all funny, but it all hits home if you really dig. And you know us, we always like to dig the themes out of those shows. So it's a really good show to get involved with.
If you've seen it or if you've seen any production of it, please comment. And whoa, my goodness
what
gracious.
Is it?
It's another donation.
No way.
This one came all the way from Andrew Gerstel, and it's for $5, which turns into $10.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Andrew.
Woo.
All right, this is exciting. We are filling up our Easter bunny right now.
I'm psyched about that, y'all. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much for your support. Steve, and for any of those of you who might have trouble with PayPal out there, I did just confirm that it's working. Make sure that you do paypal.me.
That might be it.
/Spring Theater with an RE. PayPal.me/Spring Theater.
We have one of our Spring Theater faves, one of our dear hearts, who's now living the dream.
He sure is.
Out in New York City. This is Braxton Allen. You could have seen him in several of our shows, including our digital show Lock-In, Children of Eden, one of my first and favorite shows. He says, You're in Town is such a great show. It's absolutely true. And it's a great show if you are a character actor who likes to do comedy, who understands comedy. If you're a really good triple threat, powerful singer, powerful dancer, or anything in between. It's also one of the most fun ensembles. I've been in that show twice. Once as what I think is the best character in the show, Officer Lockstock, and once as the ensemble. It was my first show in college, and it was the most fun ensemble I've ever been a part of.
I've never been in the show, but I am so excited because I've seen it twice, and it genuinely gets me so excited every time.
I tell you what, if you come in and you do the show and you're disappointed, your money back.
Absolutely.
Really?
Because you won't be. You know what? I had a business coach tell me once, give a money back guarantee, because if you're not doing work that is worth a money back guarantee, you should just go work for someone else. And I couldn't agree more.
I agree. And just to keep things moving here, we got our last summer camp show, Peter and the Starcatcher.
Is anyone familiar with that show out here? It is a non-musical, which is great for any of you actors who maybe don't like to sing and dance as much.
There is song and dance in it, but it's more like pirate shanty kind of fun music. And it's a play that is an award-winning show as the prequel to Peter Pan. So if you know the story of Peter Pan, this gives a really nice insight on how Peter Pan became Peter Pan. A great ensemble show out of a suitcase. It's going to be right there in August, just before we go back to school.
Yes. And then our last show of the season is going to be our Spring Theater Holiday Tour. This is genuinely my favorite thing that we do at Spring every year. No, it's not the most, what do you call it? The most... Spectacular, because you don't perform on a big stage, but what we do is we take this show and we take it to retirement communities throughout the Triad, and it is so special. It means more to these people than you can possibly imagine.
Do you have any pictures of the folks in the retirement homes reacting to the show? Because I think that's like a really good, if not, no worries. You can find them all over the website.
I do. They're coming up later, actually, today.
Yeah, but it's definitely one of the most powerful things we do, and it's an experience that really serves the community. What do you have there?
Whoa, I have a big donation from Steve. He is going to make a donation for $150.
No way!
Which turns, today it's turning into to, I almost had to count, $300 with our match. Wow. Thank you so much, Steve. Man, this Easter Bunny is so wonderful.
Filling up, y'all.
Steve has been a huge supporter of Spring Theater since the beginning. Thank you so much, Steve. We actually had the opportunity to meet him and his wonderful wife, Gail, on a cruise ship, and we've gotten to go work for Surflight a few times, which is always a special, special endeavor. If you're ever in the New Jersey area, check out Surflight Theater.
They do great work with great people.
Absolutely.
By the way, we have just crossed the 10% mark already. We are 21 minutes into the show, which means it's time for the next segment, by the way.
That's right.
21 minutes into the show, and we've reached our 10%. At this rate, we are definitely going to make our goal. So y'all just keep it coming. We're going to matching up to $4,000.
Woo! And ladies and gentlemen, right now it is time for our first performance of this beautiful Easter Sunday.
As you know, we are a theater aimed at the youth. And so right now we'd like to play you a song by one of our, actually newer members of Spring Theater. She's been with us since Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, for 2 years. No, she was with us first and Children of Eden.
Yes. Wow.
But this young lady has performed. She was Alice in Alice in Wonderland. She was also Skylar in Bring It On. She's been in a myriad of shows with Spring Theater, as well as our holiday tour Jingles Springles 2 years ago.
And she'll be with us this summer. So if you like what you're about to see and you want to come see more, come check us out this summer to see more of Ava Ginsberg. This is her singing Hopelessly Devoted to You.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know there's just no getting over you. I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. But baby, can't you see there's nothing else for me to do? I'm hopelessly devoted to you. My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on till the end. That's what I intend to do. Hopelessly devoted. Devoted
unbelievable,
Yes.
Ava. Thank you so much for performing for our spring theater fundraiser
Now,
today.
here's somebody who's a perfect example of a kid who works their butt off to improve. I mean, she is 15. She 15 now?
She just turned 15.
15 years old, has been with us since 13. So that's the voice of a 15-year-old
Yep.
in spring theater. And we're grateful to have her and hope to keep working with her for years to come.
She's an unbelievable performer. If you loved Ava's performance, why don't you make a donation in her honor now?
Go ahead and send something down with her name.
And remember, all donations are doubled right now. That's right. They are matched. So if you donate $1, you're donating $2. And can I tell you something else? $2 can go a long way in community theater.
Yes, it can. In fact, why don't we tell them just what their money can do in community theater while we talk about the cost of doing a show?
Absolutely. Okay, so the cost of doing a show is a lot more than you would imagine. We have so many things. The first one we have is royalties.
Yes. Now, this varies based on what you do. On the upside, if you do a play, it's going to cost you a lot less to do the show. On the downside, no one's going to come, so you're not going to make any money.
So true.
Musicals are incredibly expensive. I think rights for musicals tend to range from $3,000 to $6,000 for our little one weekend show. And this only grows if you're doing more than 3 or 4 shows.
It also grows if you're doing Disney productions, which we are. We are doing Disney's Beauty and the Beast Jr. this summer, and it is a pretty penny to produce in every sense of the word.
Yes, it is.
So that is one of the big expenses. And then the next one is space. And I'm not just talking the space that we have in the stage, although I will say theater rental fees are enormous.
Yep.
But there's also storage fees, so we can store all of our set pieces. There's also rehearsal rental fees. There's maintenance fees. There's microphone and lighting rental fees. There's insurance, and there's ticket tax, which is so expensive in the state of North Carolina right now. We just did Camp Wildernotes, and tickets were $10. And of that, $4 went to ticket fees and maintenance fees.
So we made $6 a head on that show. Luckily for that show, Beth Frack did not charge us. Actually, we did pay her royalties, but she didn't pay us MTI level royalties.
Exactly.
No shade to MTI. I know you got a business to run.
We love MTI,
Yeah.
but we just wanted this to be an educational seminar on what we are spending our money for in each show. It's not just showing up and doing a show. Marketing is another huge thing. Newsletters, photography, social media ads, advertisement. Getting the word out there is so important. A little less for the Disney shows because people hear those words and they come a-running.
Mhm.
But for every brilliant thing, we are going to have to market it so hard. And for like shows like Gil and the Wild One that we did.
Which was a crowning jewel in the crown of spring theater, in my opinion.
We loved that show so much.
I love that show.
So that's another big expensive. Then we have materials. So we have costumes.
For every kid, which our casts, like for Beauty and the Beast, we're going to have 30 kids in that show. So that's several costumes for each kid.
Exactly. We also have props. We have scenery, which works up to the thousands and thousands of dollars. And then I had to put this in here, really random expenses that always come up because they do. I can't tell you how many weird things you need for materials.
Yep.
And sometimes they're very expensive, but you need them to do the show. So that's really important.
Yep. What else?
We also have staff. Staff is huge. Not only the directors, the choreographers, and the music directors, which come to mind, but we also pay our stage managers, our lighting designers, our production assistants, our administrators, our sound designers, our costume designers, our set designers. For each and every show, that adds up. And we try to get the most professional people we can. And I will tell you, we pay them much less than they're worth.
Yes, we have to.
And so if you are a costume, lighting, sound designer, director, choreographer who's worked for us,
We're sorry.
We're sorry. We love you. And we wish we could pay you more. But we do love our professionals that we get to work with all the kids.
And we've been blessed with people who are passionate about what they're doing, love the meaning of what spring theater does, and are happy to take a cut to do excellent work for spring theater, which we very much appreciate.
In fact, this is Ashley Ward. She is our amazing costume designer. We could not be more pleased to have this amazing woman on board with us.
She came on and blessed us with her talents last year for Cinderella. Did an amazing job dressing, by the way, tiny children. Not an easy task to give costumes that are functional and work well with tiny children. She does it. And I also love, and she just did Camp Wildernotes with us, and she's doing every show with us this summer. I love her style because I love presentational, kind of representational theater, and her costumes are like these almost like stripped back, simplified, crafty, unique, incredibly almost fashionable statement pieces that suggest these characters are, and I can't wait to see what she does in particular.
Oh, also, I mean, Starcatcher, she's already asked, and if you have any of these at home, she's asked for random things that might wash up on the beach that she's going to incorporate in the costumes she's building.
What a concept.
Oh, it's going to be so cool.
She's awesome.
So if you have anything like that, if you can't donate financially, we can always use materials. So so look around in your house, say, hey, is this something Spring Theater could use? And send it. Whoa, what's this, Dan?
What is that?
Oh,
what is
it? Looks like we just received another donation. I'm going to open this up.
I love it.
It's for $100, which turns into
$200.
And it is from Billy Waddell. Oh my gosh.
Billy.
Thank you, Billy.
Thanks, Billy. We're going to see Billy in a little bit. Appreciate that, Billy.
Wow, thank you so much. That's $100, which turns into $200 from Billy Waddell. Wow, thanks. You know, I have to give a big shout out to, we have very supportive families.
Yes, we do.
And I'm so grateful. So thank you so much. My mother has supported Spring Theater in more ways than one.
Yes.
There was a time where there wouldn't be a Spring Theater without my mother's generosity in more than one way. Plus, I wouldn't be alive. So we wouldn't have Spring Theater.
And you know, the same goes for my mother, who provided me with life. At least half of it. Although, let's talk about actually, let's not talk about it.
Providing you with life?
What percentage of life is provided by the mother and what percentage by the father? And I don't think that's a biology we need to go into on this fundraiser.
Especially on Easter Sunday. But look, it is Easter Sunday. And speaking of your mother, look at what's over here.
What a segue.
I am so excited because
my mom and dad have a house here. They live, excuse me. Excuse me. They have a house in Winston-Salem. And that's as of this.
That's sorry, that's not supposed to be here. She's coming, but not yet. Hold on.
My bad.
We're a mess, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to help us, please donate money as soon as you can.
But my parents had to leave town for Easter because of unforeseen circumstances. But my mom is a very crafty person, and she loves holidays and she loves Easter.
And so she sent us this Easter basket to open on the air. And this is so exciting. I forgot that the Easter Bunny even came today.
I thought it'd be cooler to like not open this box beforehand and then do the whole thing on the stream. But
it is cool.
It is kind of cool. All right, let's open this up.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see what is coming.
She makes the best Easter baskets. Easter was my favorite holiday as a kid, not just because I loved candy, but also because I loved candy.
But also because he loves candy.
This is already cute.
Let's see what it is. Oh,
Okay.
Oh my goodness. It's a big Easter basket with lots of peeps.
Oh, my favorite. Okay, this is so cute. Look.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Look at this. Ah, so cute. So cute. So many peeps, so many Easter eggs.
Oh, so yummy.
Oh my gosh. And finger puppets.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
We got a couple of friends
to
visit for the show.
Hello, everyone. Whoa. Oh my gosh. What's this?
Did that just lay an egg?
Oh, it did lay an egg.
What was it?
It looks like we got another donation. And oh my goodness.
Who is it?
It is for $300.
$300?
Which turns into
$600.
And it is from Katie Ho.
Katie Howe?
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a ho, Katie.
What
Katie Howe. Oh my gosh. Katie is an amazing supporter of everything
Katie,
that we
thank
do.
you so much for doing that.
Oh my gosh. My heart is exploding.
That's unbelievably kind.
That is unreal. So Katie is actually a veteran of the United States Armed Forces. She has come to some of our Spring Theater productions. She's come to some of our Letters from Home performances. Yep. And she also sent us some MREs at the beginning of our 50 States tour last year, which was unreal and cool.
I met Katie doing theater, professional theater in Ohio, where she was an assistant stage manager and probably my best friend around those parts. Thank you, Katie. That means so much. And by the way, we have well crossed the 1/6 threshold, and we are already up to $1,550 donated of our $6,000 goal.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting closer, and the little bunny's tummy is starting to poke through, so that's always a good sign.
I am so excited about these peeps. My mom says peeps.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, my mom went ahead before she left town. You could see from the tackiness, she opened them up because my whole life I've loved marshmallows and peeps when they're stale, when they've been sitting out for a while, and these have a nice rind on them. I can tell she's been basking these and letting them oxidize for a couple
weeks.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Katie Howe. Appreciate you. Love you.
Unreal. You guys, I am refreshing our... Oh, I would like to stay logged into PayPal. PayPal's not used to me spending so much time in it.
No.
All right. So yes, those are the costs of doing a performance. It is so important to realize these things because they get pretty expensive after a while.
But the primary cost that we're trying to cover here is for the Livin The Dream Foundation. Our summer camps to help cover these costs. We charge tuition fees for the kids who come on. Not a lot, but for some people, you know, we use this fund, the Livin The Dream Foundation Scholarship Fund, to make sure that no child will ever be turned away from our productions, and no child ever has been turned away from our productions for economic or financial reasons.
Ever will.
So these donations that you're doing today will single-handedly allow children to come in and do our camps.
Oh my gosh!
What is it?
We just had another egg fall from the sky. It is a donation of $20, which turns into $40 from our very own Braxton Allen. Thank you, Braxton. Oh my goodness. This is so exciting because Braxton, you know, what an amazing talent. He was first cast in Children of Eden.
Pre-pandemic, when we were first going to do it.
And then we didn't get the chance to do it that year.
Nope.
For obvious reasons.
Nope.
And we really got to know him during the pandemic.
Yep, because he was involved in lock-in. He was involved in season screenings, our Christmas time lock-in, basically.
And then we were finally able to do Children of Eden, and he was Kane. And boy, oh boy, if you saw it, comment, because
let me tell you this too. Speaking of people who work their butts off to improve, Braxton was good when he came to us pre-pandemic, but by the time we did Children of Eden, he had gotten better, and he's only improved since. He's now working professionally, which is following his dreams. He did a big Motown run out in
Oh my gosh!
Another one?
We just had. Let's see what it is. It is $50, which turns into $100. And it is from Robin Belkoff. Thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you so much.
This is unbelievable. We are so excited about these donations popping in.
This is wonderful.
All right, Robin. This is so great. You guys, yeah, I want to know from the people who are watching, if you've seen Spring Theater productions, what are your favorite ones? And also, if you've seen some of the kids who have come through our program and have worked their little tails off, get better and better and better, what are some of your favorite success stories? Because that's something that I have a huge heart for.
And by the way, all of the kids who are singing today, the people who are singing today are veterans of Spring Theater, have done performances with us. And we're also going to be bringing some of them on to talk live, and you can ask them questions about their experience with Spring Theater. And one of those is not far off, so stay tuned.
Yes. But you know what? Right now, it is time for another performance. We have a performance coming at you from one of our Spring Theater babies who's been with us since the day Dan Beckmann joined Spring Theater.
That was her first show with us, and I have to tell you, I connected with this kid, and I will put this kid in anything that I ever direct because she's kind of a muse. She's one of those few young women who will belt it out and put it all out there and just understands the way that I think and just gives me what I want, which is a dream as a director.
It really is. You may recognize her from Bring It On. She performed as, what was her character's name?
Ava.
Ava.
Yeah, but don't be confused. This is not Ava.
Yes, it was confusing in rehearsal.
Yes, it was.
She also performed as Maisie in Seussical. She was the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. She was one of the three main girls in Footloose. She's an incredible performer. Give it up for the one and only Kelsey Thacker.
Singing Another Life from Bridges of Madison County.
Back there in the shadow, find a picture of a woman wearing 4 years of confusion like a scar. Walking through the door and leaving nothing but a note that says, "I'm sorry, Robert," taped to her guitar. And there's so much I still wonder. Did he need me? Did he know? Love is open, love is easy. That was someone long ago.
Thank you so much, Kelsey.
What a heart-wrenching song.
And if you saw her in Bring It On, you know that she can not only belt it out, but boy, oh boy, can she go for it in her character acting.
Yep.
There was a part in that show, and if you have seen this, comment. There was a part in that show where she grabs the trophy at the end, and she went for it with so much gusto. We had to make sure that in rehearsals she did it smaller so she wouldn't destroy her voice. It was amazing.
Yeah, she's always a treasure. And she's looking to go into this full-time professionally, and I have to say, if you have an opportunity to cast Kelsey Thacker, absolutely do it, because she's a gift to the ensemble and a gift to the stage.
Absolutely. We love her so much. We love all y'all so much. Do you know how much I love these people, Dan?
How much?
I haven't even had my first sip of coffee.
I noticed that. I started refilling your coffee and realized I was pouring the cup over because you hadn't drank it yet.
I love you twice as much now.
By the way, did anyone notice Erinn's little ducky ensemble here?
Yeah, it's my little ducky hoodie.
Yeah.
And did anyone notice Dan's ducky ensemble?
I'm ducky business casual.
We love rubber duckies. So Easter
is our favorite holiday because of that.
It goes along.
Yeah, it does.
You guys, we have an incredible person coming at you right now.
Also from Bring It On.
Exactly.
In fact, that's where we met this young performer who's an incredible talent, is now in high demand all over the Triad, but is still coming back to hang out with us all summer long this year.
Yes, you might have seen her in Bring It On. You might have also seen her in Puffs, and you might just see her around because she is performing all over the Triad. In fact, right now she's doing a show she can tell you about. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up from her vehicle, the one, the only, Millie Caldwell. Hey,
hi.
You're here.
You
so great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing my best.
You know what's crazy is the because of the way the phone flips the picture around, it looks like you're on the driver's side while you're in a moving vehicle.
I'm driving.
Yeah.
That would be very impressive.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Thank you.
Where are you coming from?
Carowinds, actually. Rode a lot of roller coasters. Had some
this morning?
fun, Yes.
No way.
That's a fun way. It's a fun way to get closer to God on Easter Sundays.
Absolutely.
Just getting up on those hills.
So true.
I'm so happy to see you. Millie, tell us a little bit about your experience at Spring Theater last summer and tell the folks about all that.
I loved it. It was, okay, whenever I first got contacted, it was really like, I've never heard of this theater before. I was very nervous. I was like scared that I was gonna embarrass myself. And then I walked in and I immediately felt this like ease come over me because everybody was so productive and funny and just eased my brain. And the show itself, I did Bring It On for my first show at Spring Theater, and oh my gosh, it blew my mind how we all collaborated but still had fun and focus, and it was so cool to be a part of it.
Oh man, definitely one of my favorite shows we've ever done. Super unique, and the ensemble was pure fire.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Shout out in the comments if you saw Millie in any of the shows last summer, because let me tell you, how old are you, Millie?
15.
15. And she was 14 last year, and she played an 18-year-old boss, and she played it.
Yeah. She owned the stage, and I'm sure she will do it again this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your favorite part about being on stage?
Ooh, my favorite part is making the little ones so happy to be there and just see it and like have inspiration from it. Because when I was in Bring It On, this girl came up with a doll and said, "You made me smile so much." And I was just like, oh my gosh, I love it, I love it, I love it.
I didn't know that. That's so cute.
That makes me so happy. Oh, I gotta say. Oh,
I don't know if you can see it, but you got love coming in for you in the comments.
Oh, yay!
Tell us about Squeak, because you also performed that as well, right?
Yes. So Squeak from The Color Purple, man, she was so fun. The funnest, like, amazing little spark of joy and sunshine. The weird thing about characterizing Squeak was she starts off as this like inside ball of energy, but she grows up throughout it. And it was hard to make a comedic relief character grow up throughout a storyline because you don't really see anything but their comedy. And
so true.
It's like really, really cool to experiment with that. And also her voice is real squeaky. So she was really, really cool.
Millie, I hate to interrupt you, but it looks like we just got another donation. Somebody out there loves you. Let's see who it is. It is $25, which turns into $50 from Gerald Bryant. Thank you, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry Bryant, big supporter of everything we've done.
I'm so excited. Whoa, my goodness. Oh my gosh, there's another egg. Oh Oh, this one's for $25 as well, which turns into $50 from Andrew Gerstel. Once again, 2 donations in one day.
Thanks,
Thank
Andrew.
you, Andrew. Hey, if you love Millie Caldwell, you should make a donation in her honor right now.
Yeah, do not delay.
We will never, ever, ever turn anyone away at Spring Theater, ever. And we want to make this affordable and accessible to every single person who wants to come grace us on the Spring Theater stage. Millie, are you doing any? Oh, you go
I was
first.
just going to say, Millie, I like that you said earlier that it was about the difficulties of taking a comedic character and giving them a journey. And something that I've always appreciated about you in the times that I've gotten to work with you is that you are willing to go there with the comedy, but you also always stay grounded in the emotion and the truth of the scene, which is so wonderful as a director and such a great thing to watch as an actor.
Big time.
And I was curious, are you looking forward to any of the shows this summer in particular?
Oh my gosh. One of my favorites has to be between Peter and the Starcatcher and Beauty and the Beast. Obviously, Beauty and the Beast characterizes this beautiful woman, works hard, reads, and everybody's not used to that, so they shut her out. And then the abnormal meets the abnormal in both of their worlds, and they like create a story that's like bonds with each other. And then Peter and the Starcatcher, the story of how Peter Pan like it blows your mind to see that story and to see that development with all the characters.
Absolutely, and I love that it's both of those stories really, even though they're about they're about magic and kind of heightened realism, they're all grounded in what it is to be a person.
True.
That's what I love about magical realism is my favorite genre, and that's what I love about it. I love that people can find a way to be fantastical while also maybe even more effectively attaching themselves to what is the most important thing in us.
So true. When you're on stage, do you stay Millie or do you become that character that you're playing? What's kind of your process as an actor?
It depends on which character, for me at least. Like, it's different for everyone because each person is a different mindset and different being. And whenever I get on stage, if the character is a lot like me, then I'm just like, okay, let's have fun with this one. And like with Squeak, I didn't have to be like, act like I had all this energy because I always am like buff all the time, and sometimes it's too much for people. But with Danielle, she's the complete opposite. She's like very grounded to the earth, so I had to transform and get to know her mindset and what she would think instead of being my mindset and go for it.
Definitely. Yeah, I love that. And you're and I wanted to ask you, because you have gotten the opportunity to play a lot of different types of characters. Who are you currently portraying? Who are you working on right now?
Yeah.
I am working on Teen Moon and Once on This Island with Theater Alliance. I'm very, very excited.
Yeah.
She's my first lead there, so I'm really excited to really punch into that.
And is anybody else that you know or feel close to in your life also involved in that production?
Yes, my father. He's playing my dad in that, and it's really, really cool. It's really, really coincidental. Yeah.
I asked that question, and I was like, what a strange question to ask. Wow, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love your dad. Oh my God.
What a guy.
The first time I met your dad, I was like, oh, this is where Millie gets it.
Yep. So what's it like to share the stage with the man who raised you?
It's amazing. It's like getting mentored and getting through it together, and we get to bond more than usual because we're together all the time, every night. And during Color Purple, I really felt like I got closer, not just with my dad, but with theater itself. And I'm loving it.
I love that. Well, hopefully everybody in the Triad comes out to see Once on This Island at Theater Alliance, and then also comes to see Millie this summer during our spring theater season of Hope.
Yes, we really want you guys to come out and see her. Millie, we always like to ask about some inspirational motivation for anyone out there who wants to get involved in theater. Why would you recommend it to them?
I would recommend it because you get all the things. Like, you get to make friends, you get to have fun, you get to be silly and whimsical, and you don't get judged for it. You get to do all these things and be yourself without people being like, oh my gosh, that's so weird. Oh my gosh. Everyone in theater that I've met, at least, is very welcoming and welcomes you with open arms. And I feel like that's really the biggest thing about theater that I love.
I completely agree. It's a big community of love and
Absolutely.
support. Millie, thanks for making the time on your way back from Carowinds Easter experience.
We love you so much, and we cannot wait to see you on stage this summer.
Love you.
Love you too.
Mwah.
See you soon.
Oh, how exciting. Whoa! Oh my gosh, Dan.
Whoa, that was good timing.
We have a new donation that just came in. It is for $25.
Which becomes
$50. And it is from Sarah Gerstel.
Oh, wow. A lot of love coming in from the Gerstels today. Appreciate it, guys.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Sarah. This means so much to us. You guys, if you're just joining us, my name is Erinn.
My name is Dan.
And we are representing Spring Theater today. We are so excited. Y'all are here on this beautiful Easter Sunday.
Hopefully your bellies are full and your spirits are light. Because we're trying to raise money for our Livin The Dream Foundation via PayPal, Venmo, or if you need another method, just get in touch with us to support kids coming into our theater program and having a place to exist and feel appreciated and fulfilled during the summer, during our spring theater season of hope.
It means so much to us. It means so much to them. I have had so many personal experiences where literally I see people completely change from someone who's shy and introverted to someone who stands up straighter and someone who walks into a room with more confidence. And theater is not just for learning all of the skills to be on stage. It's also for making you a better public speaker. It's for making you a more confident friend. It's for making you more vulnerable and open. And to me, it's for making you share your voice.
So true. And I also think that theater by nature teaches empathy.
Yes.
I think people who step into the skin of other people, even for a couple of hours a night, are more susceptible to go out round and about in the world and see themselves in the shoes of other people. And I think that's if the whole world had more empathy, I think most of the things that we think are wrong wouldn't be there. So
I couldn't agree more.
Empathy is wonderful, and theater centers on it.
It absolutely does.
Yep.
You know, I wanted to talk specifically about one show we have coming up in our season this year. It is called Urinetown. We mentioned it earlier today. And Dan Beckmann actually has had this opportunity to do this show 2 times. Is that right?
Twice. Once I did it in college, my freshman year, and had an amazing time in the ensemble, living it up for my first college experience. And then I had the honor of doing this show with my family the following summer, actually.
Look at you. Look at Officer Dan
Baby
Beckmann.
Dan. That's 19-year-old Dan. Seems like a lifetime ago.
And that's the age of our kids, Dan.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Our older ones.
Our older ones. I can't tell you, it's a show that Erinn and I both love. She's never been a part of a production of it in any capacity, I don't think.
No, I've only seen it.
I was obsessed with the soundtrack for a while. I was in the show twice, had a blast. And I worked with a college professor of mine named Bill Payne. The way our college worked, everybody kind of had an affinity towards one of the professors, and Bill was like the masks and the directing primary teacher. And I really jived with him because he was goofy, but he always dug the meaning out of it. And he directed Urinetown, my first ever college production. And what I loved was that he, I don't think I realized how it affected me, that he always found the meaning and talked about finding the values and the themes of shows until I was much older and started doing it myself. But I thank Bill Payne for his contributions to that, and probably for us doing Urinetown right now.
Right. Who in the chat has had that person like Bill Payne that has really stuck with you, that has made you maybe a better performer or a teacher or something like that? One of the things that I love about what we do at Spring in the summertime in particular is we put all of our ages together. So we have 5-year-olds to 30-year-olds just hanging out and having so much fun and learning from each other. People always say that the little kids learn from the big kids, which is true, but I have 100% seen everyone learn from each other.
Well, I think getting in a show with kids when you're grown and have been doing this for a while, I think it kind of chips away at the redundancy or the roteness of what you're doing and reminds you to approach life with a little bit more play and curiosity and maybe naivete. And I think getting kids and adults together in theater is one of the best things you can do for the development of both of those people.
I don't know if you saw, but we posted earlier today Kenethia Mason performing with her son, Mason Powell. And they have both been on our stage, not together, but Kenethia was in our production of Children of Eden. Shout out if you saw that. And Mason has been in our productions of Alice in Wonderland and Beauty and the Beast. And he was just one of our stars in Camp Wilderness.
Yes, and we will be playing that clip today, except we're terrified of Disney tracking us down and muting the rest of the stream, because that's what happened during our CD release party, is we got muted halfway through and comment shut down. So that's the only reason it's not playing today, but we use it as promotion, and you can find it on the Spring Theater page right now, and I definitely recommend it because it is both beautiful and adorable.
Yep. And I love seeing, it's funny because Millie was talking about performing with her father, and Kenethia and Mason being performances together. I grew up with my dad. He was never on stage, but we always worked crew together. And that was something that was so, so special to me and will always have a huge part in my heart.
Yeah, I love that. Erinn, do you have some pictures of past performances of Spring Theater in case people are curious to see?
Oh, I absolutely do. In fact, I have so many pictures of past performances coming up. We can do that now if you want.
Oh, I didn't know if it was time or not. My coffee was on the set list, you see.
Not even close. But we
we're supposed to be talking about You're in Town. Well, we did. So there you go.
Actually, we have another performance coming at you right now. We do. So this next performer has been with Spring Theater for just a little while. I actually grew up with this performer's mother. Her name is Heather. And Heather and I grew up doing shows at the Little Theater of Winston-Salem together. And last summer, I had the pleasure of working with both of Heather's kids. One was little B, and she was performing in Cinderella, which was so sweet. She was one of our tiny little mice, and she did a great job. And also, we had the pleasure of working with Cassie, who played Skylar in our production of Bring It On.
And blew the roof off. And Heather herself was involved in those productions, or at least Beauty and the Beast as choreographer.
Absolutely.
So we got the whole family involved, which is something we love to do.
Absolutely. And so today, Cassie has put together a very special performance for us. And I hope that you will welcome with open arms, Stupid with Love, sung by our very own Cassie Maggs.
Take it away.
When I was 5, I fell in love. It didn't last. He ran for me, literally ran for me. And being Kenyan, he ran fast. When I was 10, in love again, this Peace Corps guy. I waited hours inside his tent of flowers, which made him laugh, which made me cry. By 13, I gave up trying. I decided I would be a mathematician. 'Cause math is real. I memorized a lot of pi because addition and subtraction and division would never make me feel so stupid with love. Like I didn't get it. I didn't get it somehow. Smart with math, stupid with love. I didn't get it. I didn't get it till now. So thank you, math, for being there to bring me joy. And thank you, math, 'cause now you brought me this cute boy. He's like someone from TV. He's like that guy who gives out roses to those women. His clothes is grooving, and he's a foot away from me with swoopy hair and shiny eyes that I can swim in. He's alive and around, and I'm stupid with love. I wanna get it. I wanna get it, but how smart with
very big thank you to Cassie
thank you,
Mags.
Cassie.
Woo!
Absolutely killed it. She's not going to be joining us on stage this summer because she has a trip overseas, but she is going to be helping us out backstage, and I'm very grateful. I'm going to get her to start doing lights. She's going to be my right-hand light person.
I love that. Also, if you're watching and you're like, I love theater, but I don't want to be on stage because I'm too shy or I just don't want to, then there's so many other places for you. You can be backstage. You can help with costumes. You can help Dan with lights. You can help me with choreography. You can help anyone do anything.
Yep.
Honestly, if there's a bone in your body that's not broken, we can put it to work.
And even if it's broken, we'll find a place for it. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
By the way, finding a place for it. Speaking of, I just wanted to share with you, we are raising money again for our Livin The Dream Foundation via Venmo and PayPal for Spring Theater's Livin The Dream Scholarship Fund to help get as many kids into our theater programs as possible, no matter their economic status. And we are currently just under 1/3 of the way to our $6,000 goal. By the way, donations today being matched by $4,000. So for every dollar you get, we gain an additional $1.
Yes.
So now's the time to donate. Let us know what you can give and how you want to give it, and we will make it happen.
And also, if you are like, I only have $1 to spare, well, actually, that turns into $2
It's
today.
like magic.
So if you feel like just sending a Venmo for $1, then we will accept it. Can I tell you, I
can
can make $1 stretch at Spring Theater, and I've done it before.
And we do it mostly through child labor.
That's true. And volunteers. But sometimes we have to feed them, and $1 can go a long way.
Same thing.
You guys, we have so many fun things coming up, but right now we actually have a great friend of ours coming in to do a fun interactive game show, don't we, Dan?
Yes, by the way, I met this person doing a game show on StreamYard online during the pandemic, and that was my first context for this person.
It's all full circle.
Has now become one of our closest friends and my go-to solution for any game show and trivia needs, because not only is he brilliant, he's an incredible host with a perfect sense of humor that totally matches my need for dry, sardonic, yet heartfelt.
He is also a community builder, which is why I love him so much. So between the cynicism and the community, he's the perfect friend for us. Ladies and gentlemen, put your digital hands together for Matthew Gravy.
Come on, buddy. No, we can't hear you. But this is a great shtick. See, what a guy. I told you about the dry sense of humor.
You ruined his shtick, Daniel.
I don't think it's a shtick.
Oh, it's not a shtick.
No, we actually can't hear you.
I thought it was a shtick.
No.
Oh, maybe it is still a shtick, because you look like you're acting, Matt.
Yeah, you do look like you're acting.
He's not acting. Oh, that's exciting.
No, I knew he's not acting. But the funny thing is, now he's unmuted, and now he's unmuted, and there's still nothing.
Well,
So,
ladies and gentlemen, if you want Matt to talk, you better donate something right now.
Here's the thing. While Matt shakes his computer, I will beg you to donate to Spring Theater's fund, because that money could very well help our constituency afford microphones for their computers.
It's
so that they too could be. He can't do it. See,
this is so 2020, Matt.
I love it.
Well, that's okay. Matt is gonna figure it out.
Yeah. Just
exactly.
The nice thing is Matt has prepared a visual aid for today's trivia.
Oh, yes.
Which is what he was miming to me.
Oh, you speak Matt much better than I do.
I do, and this is great. This is actually a part of the plan. See, here he goes. He's got suspenders on and he's going to work. So Matthew is going to silently host this game of trivia, which is going to be very, very entertaining, and it's a never before seen shtick here at Spring Theater.
It is. This is pretty exciting. Well, here we go. We're gonna try this right now. So Matthew sent this along. I'm gonna go ahead and get it up on our screen.
Yep, and he's prepared because he is the trivia master. He is the best at it. He has prepared a wonderful trivia round, which we have not looked ahead at through great stakes and effort. And we're going to see what he's prepared.
Yes.
Matthew says, next slide.
Next slide.
He says, next slide.
Tip of the hat to Stephanie Evans, Tara Rosinski, and all costumers all over the world. I love that.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. All right.
So let's see.
Matt says, next slide.
Now, round one, important. Give us the play title and not the movie title. Ooh, this is great.
That's awesome.
All right. Fantastic. Let's see. This first one. Oh, I know what it is.
Okay.
I definitely know what it is. Do you guys know what it is out there?
I think they do. Matthew, do you have any commentary on this slide? Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see. What costumes is this from? I would say it is from Beauty and the Beast. Are we correct? Woo!
Oh, yes. Great. Starting out soft, Matt took a big swig of some kind of beverage over there. He's wetting his whistle. We have some tech advice, by the way, for you, Matthew.
Hit any key with a hammer.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, you should be in good shape.
We had some correct answers in the audience as well. Well done to our two mothers who have both seen that production and us in it or involved with it firsthand.
So true.
Mwah.
All right. Looks like question number 2 is coming at us. This one, I see blood. It looks like a chorus line meets Evil Dead. I'm not really sure what's going on.
It looks like David Bowie as Ziggy Stardust. Oh, I know what this might be.
Oh, is it?
Is it Little Shop of Horrors?
No, that's not Little Shop of Horrors.
Well, I thought the plant mouth thing was like very close.
Anybody out there know? We have a guess for Chicago, which I don't think there was any blood in Chicago.
Well, there was, just not on screen.
Is it Rocky Horror? Tara Fleury, did she do it?
She did it! Look at that. Didn't you say Rocky Horror at the beginning?
No, I said it looked like Chorus Line meant Evil Dead.
I thought you said Rocky Horror. Look at that.
All right, here we go with number 3. I know what that is. Does our audience know what that is? Does Dan Beckmann know what that is?
Oh, yeah, I know what that is.
I've got it in my head.
That is definitely Heathers.
Woo!
Yes, you can tell because of the croquet mallets and the preppy women.
Do you know, I've never seen Heathers.
Have you seen the film?
I've not. But I've heard that we should not do it at Spring Theater, even though it involves youth.
But isn't it about a candy store?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think that it's not something we should do at Spring Theater.
My favorite quote from that film, I can't say online, so I won't.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. What's next?
Hey, this is fun. I'm really enjoying.
Actually, this is my favorite version of you, Matt.
Is it?
Yeah. It's great. I get a lot more zingers through.
True. You don't have any competition.
No, it's great. I love it.
All right. Number 4. Looks like this is Willy Wonka?
It's gotta be. Look at Augustus Gloop right there. But I think it's called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the play.
It is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Good job. We've got some good guesses coming in. Oh, yep.
We had some correct guesses in the previous one. We had two correct guesses on this one. Well done. Oh, that is definitely, we all know what that one is.
I know that one because we actually did this at Spring Theater. We didn't do the show, but we did the song.
Yeah.
Matthew, this game of charades trivia is something you should add to your shtick for life.
It's Carpal Tunnel on stage.
Who knows out there in the chat which show this is from? I know some of our younger performers definitely know this one. It's some of their favorite musical. It is Dear Evan Hansen.
That is correct.
Woo! I love it. What a good show. Ooh.
Dear. Second word.
Second word.
Sounds like.
I love it. This is so fun.
All right.
Dan, if only you could put me on mute. Here's number 6. Ooh, let's see. That looks like...
a closer look here.
Oh, those are some great costumes.
Yes, they are.
There's also a giant man in the background, I think. Or maybe that's a slide. It looks like... Okay.
Is that Kinky Boots?
Is it Kinky Boots?
No,
close,
shorter.
He says. Anybody can help us out there in the chat? Let's see. Oh, I know. It's the one where the dad... No, that is Kinky Boots. Is it just Boots? You said shorter.
Is it Willy Wonka?
It could be. This is a new version of Willy Wonka.
Shoot, I feel like I should know this. I think this is probably bad news for me.
I think it is. All right. Anybody out there help us out? Matthew, you want to mime us a little hint?
He's got another. Hat.
Crown.
King.
6. Oh, is it from 6?
No.
That's more than 6
King.
people. King.
Queen. Crown. Crown over. Crown shove.
Oh, I just saw the answer.
Okay, what is it?
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Oh, yes.
Well
we should have
done.
probably known that.
We should have. We should have. I like that. That's a nice hint. All right, here comes number 7. I know this one. This is
Waitress.
It is Waitress.
100%.
Woo! What a great we are correct.
One of the best shows I've ever seen on Broadway, and I went as a whim. And they made the whole theater smelled like freshly baked pie.
Really?
Yeah, it was really nice.
When we did Camp Wildernotes last week,
Matthew was smitten.
we hung the pine tree needles all throughout the pine trees, and then Dan would spray the audience with pine
right in their
saw.
eyes. It was a great experience.
It was. All right, here comes number 8. I know this. Do you know it, Dan? I know it for sure. Just look at that back guy and you can't miss. Based off of a popular cartoon.
Oh, it's got to be SpongeBob, right?
SpongeBob?
For sure.
Baby.
Good job.
SpongeBob SquarePants, the musical.
Wow, I love it. I love it.
All right, number 9 coming at you. We saw this on Broadway
Yep.
just recently.
Yes, we did.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Yes. Burning through them.
I am so impressed. Matt, have you ever hosted a game show silently before?
Many times. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, coming at you. We saw this on Broadway too.
That is Hades Town.
Hades Town. Woo! So good.
I like how you have all these lovely, like, professional photos of these productions, but Beauty and the Beast was like the Spirit Halloween version of the show.
Hey, you know, they all have their place.
Oh yeah, and thank you for putting this together, Matthew.
Oh yeah, we love it.
Matthew is, by the way, in the middle of directing a show called Ripcord at the Little Theater, and I'm excited to see him because this is his first. He associated directed 39 Steps before, but this is his directorial debut. Is that not correct? Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it's a story about old funny women, which I think is kind of Matthew's spirit animal.
Old funny women?
Yeah. Yeah. And so if you are prepared, go see Ripcord when it opens when? May
10th.
May 10th at the Little Theater. Definitely go see Ripcord. This is working out well. Actually, this is great.
Yeah, this is great. Round 2 is coming at us now. It's called Sing, Sing, Sing.
Okay,
I'm excited to see what this is.
How do we play this one?
All right, it looks like question number 1.
Oh, I see.
The soundtrack.
It's music. It's numbers from the soundtrack of the musical.
Ooh, fun. Okay.
Yep.
And the numbers are the Moments of Happiness, Bustopher Jones, and Memory. I know this.
Is there really a song from Cats called Bustopher Jones?
Memory, it is. Cats the musical. Are we correct?
I don't.
Yes, we
Wow.
are.
I didn't know there was a song called Bustopher Jones. I lotteried Cats on Broadway, the revival, and I got the tickets for $20 or whatever, and I went and sat in the front row, and the set was gorgeous, beautiful, and then the show started, and like 10 minutes in, I leaned to my girlfriend at the time, and I was like, is this going to be the whole show?
And now she's gone.
And it was.
Whoa! What
is
this?
that?
What's this? It looks like we just got another donation.
No way. How much? From
It is
whom?
for $50, which turns into
$100.
and it is from the Pinions. Thank you
thank
so
you, guys.
much, Clark, Caroline, and Kimberly Pinion. We love y'all
That means we are
so
just
much.
$60 short of our 1/3 mark, and we are just over our 1/3 mark of the broadcast. So we got to pick up our pace a little bit if we want to hit our $6,000 goal. I have no doubt that we can do it.
We can do it.
Look at him. Look at those shoulders. Look at those moves.
This
Yes.
is bringing us into question number 2
Looks
of
like
round
the Uptown
2.
Funk music video.
Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Woo, this is exciting stuff. All right, check this out. Take a Chance on Me, Dancing Queen, and Does Your Mother Know? Who in the chat knows all of this? And yes, you are correct. Nobody could pull this off silently except for Matthew Cravey.
Yes. They just performed this show at Reynolds, I believe. And that show is Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia, here I go again. Woo!
Great.
Who has seen Mamma Mia? Who loves Mamma Mia? That would be me in both accounts.
Oh, okay. Erinn, I'm going to see if you know this one. This is
Okay.
one that she hasn't seen, and I know that she needs to.
Ooh, Hello, Turn It Off, and I Believe. Oh, I Believe is from the Book of Mormon.
Oh, look at that.
I'm
Yes.
so excited. You guys, I've never seen the Book of Mormon. Isn't that sad?
Yes.
And we can't do the Book of Mormon Junior at Spring Theater either.
Not yet.
But we'll see.
Soon, right?
Matthew's gunning for it.
Yeah.
All right, next we've got A Man's Gotta Do, So Familiar, and Asheville. We just saw this,
and it's such a good show.
Oh, we just saw this show at Rhino Leap Productions in Asheboro.
Yes, and it was a great production
and
called
it's called Bright
Star.
Yay!
Great.
Hey, this is really fun. Matthew, I've never heard you.
I want to see if you know this one, Erinn.
Okay, Ring of Keys, Let Me Introduce You to My Gay Dad, and Flying Away. I don't know this one.
I saw this on Broadway for free because I was currently working with the star who was playing the youngest version of the lead, because I did a production of Secret Garden with her. And the show is called Fun Home.
Is it?
Yes.
It is!
Another excellent show. And it was in the round, which was kind of cool.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. I love that. I love shows in the round because no matter what you do, there's something to look at.
So true.
It's good.
So true.
All right. The next one is Runyon Land, Havana,
and Matthew's being born.
Marry the Man Today. He is being born. I know this.
Me too.
This was one of my favorite Spring Theater productions, as many of our old school Spring Theater people will say.
Yes. And by the way, this show is cited in the 1950s as being a big game changer for the art form of musical theater, because it was the first time that musical theater wasn't about something lilting and romantic and sweet. It was about something kind of tough and edgy and cool.
Nice.
And the show is Guys and Dolls.
Guys and Dolls.
Yes.
Woo!
You're in charge of the slides.
Oh,
yeah.
My
Hit
bad.
that button. There
Guys
it
and
goes.
Dolls. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Looks like question number 7 is Donkey Pot Pie, What's Up Dulac, and Morning Person.
Mm-hmm.
I know this because
You know
you've
it.
been in this, Dan.
Yes.
Is it Shrek?
It is Shrek.
Shrek the musical, which we have not done yet.
Wow, look at the party.
It's party in here. Every time I do this.
Is that what it is?
I think so. Because I've been doing this lately.
Remind us to do it later. Let's see if we can trigger it again.
That's a fun show. Question number 8 is Manic, Gloria, and Steeltown Sky.
Ooh, Maniac, Gloria, and Steeltown Sky, which leads me to believe that this is Dirty Dancing.
Is it?
Or wait, what's the one with? No, what's the other one?
The other Dirty Dancing?
The one with
the Clean Dancing.
with Baby. No, the one with Baby.
That's Dirty Dancing.
Flashdance.
Is it Flashdance? No, it's not. Is it? Is it? Oh, it is dancing though. Or is it? It is Flashdance! You know, there is actually a Flashdance Junior, which we won't be doing.
I don't know. It sounds kind of cool. I could dump a bucket of water on a kid on our stage.
I just don't think it's a good idea.
Okay. Teach their own.
All right. Our next question is Super C Star Savior, Best Day Ever, and Bikini Bottom Day.
That also has to be SpongeBob, right?
Oh, it is. Woo!
Matthew, these slides are beautiful. For what you lack in vocal prowess, you make up for in graphical capability.
I totally agree. Shout out in the comments to Matthew Cravey if you love him and appreciate him and his silent game show hosting.
He loves it. He looks so comfy.
This is amazing. And later, when he tells you what theater means to him, that's going to be really what you guys are staying tuned for. All right. The Less of Old Virginia, Molasses to Rum, and Mr. Adams.
But Mr. Adams. I don't know this.
I know. You
What?
know.
Do I?
Just think about it for a hot second. But Mr. Adams, but Mr. John Adams.
Oh, is this 1776?
I believe it is.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the huge
baby.
assist in telling me the most famous name of the character in that show.
You know what? There's also John Hancock. So, I mean, and he has the bigger signature. All right, round 3 is sets and violins. Ooh, let's try to figure this one out on our own. All right, number 1. Oh, what set is this? I know what set this is, Dan.
I can't even. Oh, there it is.
It is.
Oh, that's Cats.
It is.
That's the Cats set that I was just talking about. Isn't it great? Yeah, it was beautiful. And then the show was Cats, so that was a disappointment.
Listen, the tap dancing Cats is awesome.
Well,
And I love Cats the movie, too.
Matt's disappearing.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Cats.
Speaking of.
If only we didn't get it, and that was our hint.
Look at him. See, I would prefer that to the actual production, if I'm being honest with you.
Dan has an idea for Cats the musical, and he wants to do it at Spring Theater.
I want to set up a pre-programmed laser pointer show and then release a bunch of cats to the soundtrack and just have them run around and chase the lasers in choreography or chaos.
I bet you we'd get a big audience.
Oh yeah, especially when we said no refunds once they realized what was going to be happening for the next 2 hours.
Exactly. Okay, this next set. Oh, I know this.
Oh, I love that show.
I saw this show on Broadway and I wept.
Na Sigüenza, that is
The Lion King. Woo! The Lion King.
Nice.
Well done. Well done. All right, this next set. Ooh, I know this one. Do you, Dan?
Correct. Is that Avenue Q?
I believe it is.
It looks like Avenue Q. Wow.
Avenue Q.
I love this. What a fun game this
is so much fun. There's so many visual things to look at. Oh, this is a blast. I'm having a great time.
I think they borrowed the Newsies set for it because it was supposed to be set, in sort of turn of the century New York.
True. Or Rent. All right. This next set, I believe I know this one as well.
Okay.
I think we saw this one on Disney Plus.
Oh, that's Hamilton. That's 1776 2.0.
Hamilton. Correct.
Yes. The show that pretty much forfeited that show from ever being performed in any way that anyone wants to see again.
No, now they do it with women.
True. That is quite a twist.
Yeah. It's a twist-ish.
It's like doing what Hamilton already did, but worse and more boring.
Hey, poor 1776.
Hey, it's set the ground. That's Into the Woods.
Oh, is it? Oh, it looks like it because there's Milky White. It is Into the Woods. This is so fun. I'm glad you sent this slideshow, else this would be really hard to do.
Yeah, imagine if we didn't do the slides and you couldn't speak. And it was just like, I think it's probably Death of a Salesman, but I don't know.
You guys, if you're just joining us, this is Matthew Cravey. He is our mute friend. He lives in Greensboro, North Carolina.
He's also scared of the locusts that have made their way into his home.
If you want to help him out with his confidence in speaking, please make a donation to Spring Theater
which you can do here on PayPal, here on Venmo, and all those donations after Matthew's muteness goes away go to helping get kids into our theater program.
Exactly. All right, let's see this next one. This next set, I don't know. Do you?
Ooh, let me get a closer look.
That looks modern. It looks... Oh, I wonder if it's Beetlejuice.
I bet you're right.
Am I right,
I
Matthew?
bet you're right.
Am I
Give it a try.
Right?
Yes.
That was just pure director instinct.
What a good looking set.
Never have I ever seen it, but I was just looking at the dimensions of it and I was like, oh, I feel like Beetlejuice would be there.
Great looking set.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Matthew.
Excellent. All right, here comes one. Oh, I know this one.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you, Dan?
Yep.
It is. Oh, but now we remember what it's called. It's called
A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder.
It is.
I stopped. I never get alcoholic drinks before I watch theater. And the one time I did, I was in New York and I was watching Gentleman's Guide and I literally fell asleep in the middle of it. So that was the first and only time I'll be doing that.
That's so funny. Oh, I know this one because I saw this
set.
This is the best. I saw this show on Broadway and it was one of my favorite shows of all time. And it's a very unpopular opinion.
Oh, is that Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark then?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys, I love that show so much. I listen to the soundtrack all the time.
Wasn't it also your first show on Broadway?
It was.
So that makes a difference.
Not only that, but the tech was out of this world. Just made me hiccup.
Look what you've done to her.
I love Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, except for the one scene when all the bad guys come out. It's a really bad scene.
Also, they look like, those T-Rex costumes with the big floppy heads that are trending recently? Like half of the bad guy costumes look like that.
And all the music's really good with the exception of all the bad guys in the world are here tonight in New York City. And they say it over and over again while the bad costumes come out. But other than that, Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark was great and almost worth all of the death.
That's what the review said.
This one is... I know what this one is.
Oh, that's Legally Blonde.
It is.
Yes.
A show that I should love more than I do. I love Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark more than Legally Blonde, and that's messed up. Oh, well.
So does Julie Taymor.
All right, this next set looks like...
Oh, okay. I know that.
You do? There's a lot of doors, so it makes me think it's a Neil Simon play.
It's a farce of some sort, right?
Is it is it Lend Me a Tenor? He didn't react.
Ooh. Okay, it's also like whenever, I don't know if it's colonial. It looks like colonial, like Europe.
It does. I'm going to say...
He says further back. Ooh. Oh, I know what this is. I bet you anything this is Something Rotten.
Oh, there's more of it. And
Oh, there's more.
There's more of it.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
It's
that wasn't my final answer.
backstage. Oh, let me look at this one
then
again.
I know what that is. That's got to be not Turn Off the Dark. It's oh my God.
Noel Coward, Turn Off the
No,
Dark.
what is it though? It's
He's talking?
the one where the set, you see the first half this way and everything goes wrong.
Never seen the play that goes wrong.
No, the one that is better and before the play that goes wrong.
No idea.
What's it called?
Private Lives?
No. You know this show.
Talking.
I'm so upset right now. There it is.
Nose
There it is.
is off.
Noise is off. Oh, I cannot believe that I couldn't come up with that in time.
Thanks to my mother for making that happen. That was a good one. I've never seen that show.
I think, Matthew, it was cute that you included the front and the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only reason I ever would have not known it, but gotten that close.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the next round is sing. And the first one is lyrics from Rent.
Okay, so Matthew, how do we play this? We sing the lyrics.
Any song?
And then that person sings the lyrics. Any song.
And we go back and forth.
Okay.
525,006. No, he says no. Go back.
Go next slide. He's saying next slide.
Oh, next slide. 500. Oh, I see.
We finish it.
Oh.
We finish the lyrics. That makes much more sense. It's not as freeform as we once believed. I thought it was just a showcase for us and our performance abilities.
All right, let's see if we can do this.
All right.
It goes in daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee. Cheers, everyone.
Yes.
Cups of coffee.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yeah, cups of coffee are the best. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you remember that if you feel like giving a donation to Spring Theater, now is the time. We haven't had an egg drop from the sky in about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
see, Matthew's pulling for you to dump some money into the coffers of Spring.
Matthew, oh my gosh. And never mind. I clicked the wrong button. Nothing new has happened. All right. Our next lyric is coming at you right now. It's lyrics from The Music Man.
Okay.
76 trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets
close behind. Close behind.
But I think it's just cornets.
No.
What we're looking for.
One word. Yeah,
it's
just cornets. Okay, great.
And it is cornets.
Yes.
Did you know that Dan was the Music Man?
It was based on my life.
He was Harold Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
baby.
a swindler.
All right, next is lyrics from a chorus line. Oh,
this might
buddy,
be all you.
I'm so ready. One moment into presence and you can forget the rest. For the girl who's second best tonight.
Yes. Thank you.
I love that show. Oh my gosh, it makes me so jazzed. We should do that at Spring Theater.
I would do that. Kids have been pulling for us to do that, but isn't it kind of racy?
We'll just have to cut out some of it.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I cut out some things in Les Mis when we did that. All right. The next one is lyrics from The Little Mermaid. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. Oops. Well, a witch is the answer.
They weren't kidding when they called me lyrics from Hair.
Well, they weren't.
Yeah.
Matthew, you're the best host
Yeah.
I've ever encountered.
I appreciate you. See why we wanted him here? Look at him. Also, a big thank you for putting all this work in, dude.
Yes.
Amidst your directing and your living life and being a parent and a full-time worker and everything else.
Yeah, we love you so much.
Yeah.
And we just really genuinely appreciate you. Oh, you're eating your heart for us. That makes me so happy.
Eat your heart out.
Lyrics from Hair.
Well, wait.
Let's see how this goes. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love
will steal the stars.
will steal the stars. Woo!
Oh, steer the stars.
Steer the stars.
What's the
Oh, you know what? Every time we miss a question, we have to make a donation to Spring Theater, Dan.
ourselves? Okay.
Yes, we do. All right, done deal.
We're making a $20
donation.
donation to
Here
Spring
it comes,
Theater
here it comes.
from Erinn and Dan.
Yep, here it comes. It's an Easter egg filled with $20, which turns into
$40.
Nice. I was gonna say 10. There's still a lot of questions left,
Okay.
but hey,
Are
you
there?
know, I don't know. We'll find out. All right, lyrics from the Book of Mormon, Dan. I'm gonna count on you for this
Okay.
one.
I believe that Jesus has his own planet as well. And
Happy
I
Easter.
believe that the Garden of Eden was in Jackson City, Missouri. Jackson County, Missouri. Yeah.
Jackson County! Woo!
Hey, I don't have to pay for that first mistake because it wasn't my final answer.
Good job.
Now
I
that
wouldn't
the
have
pressure's on.
I wonder if this is the first time a theater company has done a fundraiser on on Easter Sunday and used lyrics from the Book of Mormon.
It's only appropriate.
Lyrics from Wicked. All right, I should have this one. It's time to try defying gravity. I think you'll try defying gravity and you can't hold me down. Pull me down.
I guess that's a donation.
Looks like we have another donation coming in.
I think
this
it is.
time from Erinn. Yep. Here we go. We better do better on this. Okay. Lyrics from A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars, and clowns. Old situations, new complications. Nothing pretentious or polite. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. And woo!
Wow.
Nicely done.
Stephen
Nicely done.
Sondheim's 9th best work.
I love it. All right, question number 9 is lyrics from Les Miserables.
Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be
Slaves again.
Yes.
Not be slaves again.
I almost said not be
Woo!
made a hen, so I'm glad that you took that one.
I'm glad. Oh, Dan, this next category is up to you.
Then we're in trouble.
Uh-oh. Well,
Try
if we
it.
don't
Try
get
it.
this, we're giving a $1 donation to Spring, which turns into $2. All right. Oh, a pretty thing like you will need a thing or two, and whatever you need. Let's see.
I'll be there.
I'll be there for you. Audience,
Isn't that the Jackson 5 tune?
you should help us out because I'm scared.
Mama will provide. Of course it is.
Do you know that I've never seen that show, Matthew?
We're going to have to go see it at Theater Line,
Yep.
starring Millie Caldwell.
Can't wait. I have my chance coming up. It's going to be so good. All right, now here's a cow. Is this just the end of the slideshow?
Wow.
We love you so
Thank you for the cow
much.
and for the...
Maybe we shouldn't keep scrolling. I know Matthew's sense of humor, and I think we should stop before.
That's great. Well, thanks for the cow and the McCrary twins. I appreciate you being here, dude.
Matthew, thank you for this game of silent trivia. And now we would like for you to mime to everyone why theater is so important and why they should donate today. I agree.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, look at it. Would you just look at it?
Hey, if you believe in Matthew Cravey and what he just said, then I challenge you
To make a donation,
to make a donation in his name, in his honor, Matthew Cravey. Thank you so much for being here today. We loved talking to you.
Appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you soon. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. And now we have a special performance coming at
Yes,
you.
we do.
One of our wonderful old school babies, Tara Fleury, who is now at Elon University learning more than she ever thought she would. She is coming at you with a beautiful song. What is it,
History of
Dan?
Wrong Guys from Kinky Boots. So let's hear it.
Women have been making bad choices since the beginning. Are you gonna be another one of mine? Oh no. Used to think you were from outer space. Who's this bright-eyed guy in your place? star-crossed lover. We all know how that ends. I'm better off without him. I'm better off with friends. Oh no. But I've been here before. Will I come back for more? Another chapter in the history of wrong, guys. Yesterday no spark, no heartache in the lore. But today I'm feeling something I just can't ignore. Charlie, honestly, I've been hurt like this before. The history of wrong, guys. Chapter 1, he's a bum. 2, he's not into you. 3, he's a sleaze. 4, loves the girl next door. 5, loves the boy next door. 6, don't let me know more. Makes you insecure. Makes you so unsure. Is so immature. Loves his mother more. Or has a girlfriend named Nicola. Oh. Charlie, honestly, I've been hurt like this before. I can see there's more to you than what I always thought. But I won't be burdened anymore.
Yeah, Tara Fleury.
Get it, girl.
Woo! If you
Yes.
love Tara Fleury as much as we do, please go ahead and make a donation. You can do that either at PayPal right here, which is paypal.me/Spring Theater, or Venmo right here, which is just at Spring Theater.
By the way, we are about halfway through this telethon, and we are just over 1/3 of the way to our goal. So we have to pick up the pace if we want to get all these kids involved in theater in the way that we want to get the full match out of our donations today, which is up to $4,000. Meaning if we hit $8,000, we get the entire match. Otherwise, we're at 6,000. We're at 2030, and we don't get the full match. But let's try to aim for 6,000 between now and an hour and a half from now. Happy
Oh my
Easter, by
gosh.
the way.
Yes, happy Easter. If you're just tuning in, my name is Erinn, and I am the Executive Director of Spring Theater.
My name is Dan Beckmann, and I am the Artistic Director of Spring Theater.
And we are so excited to be joining you on this beautiful, beautiful Easter Sunday.
And I'm just opening up one of these eggs from our one of our board members, Terry Beckmann, who also happens to be.
Oh my gosh, Dan.
What is that?
We just got a donation.
From whom?
All right, this is a $15 donation, which turns into $30, and it is from Sarah Bryce Sherburne.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Sarah Bryce is an incredible part of Spring Theater, not only on stage, but backstage. She has been our right-hand gal for years now.
Yep, Sarah Bryce is kind of our rock steady mainstay when it comes to needing somebody backstage who can keep things on track and knows the way that we work, which sometimes can be unique, fast-paced, and aggressive.
Absolutely.
And rather violent.
It really can. Thank you so much, Sarah Bryce. Look at that. $30 just turned out. And it's so easy to do with our matching donations today. This is so exciting.
I love it.
You guys, we are so grateful that you're here today. And we also have a really exciting surprise coming at you right now.
Yes.
So, a long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away in Spring Theater, we actually were doing so many shows over in our old space, which was way back in the day. Sorry, I'm trying to get my slides to work at the same time.
The old space back in Pofftown, right?
Yes, Pofftown, North Carolina. We are now in downtown Winston-Salem, which is lovely. But in Pofftown, North Carolina, we had a studio and we did so many shows. And we have one of our old school friends coming in. This is Meredith Brown. She played so many roles for us, including Millie in Thoroughly Modern Millie. She played Adelaide in Guys and Dolls. She played all sorts of roles that we're going to talk to her about now because she is joining us live from, I don't know where, but I'm so excited because I can't wait for you to see where she's come. Give it up for Meredith Brown.
Come on.
Hi, you guys.
Hi, it's so
Hello.
good to see you. Yeah, everything's great.
Yeah, you look great. Where are you joining us from today?
I'm in Ithaca, New York right now,
Doing what?
studying. I'm in my last year of school at Ithaca College. I'm pursuing a BFA in musical theater, keeping the dream going.
As you should be.
After I should have graduated last year, but I took a gap year during COVID, took a break. And now I'm back and in my final semester, and there's a lot of bittersweetness to that.
No doubt. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's so crazy. I mean, I've known you since you were a little baby. In fact, Meredith came to me for a tap dance lesson first. And she was so tiny and she had little glasses and she was waiting in the Spring Theater lobby and we just had the bestest time together. We've had so many Spring Theater memories. What's like one of your very first Spring Theater memories, Mare?
Well, I was thinking about that earlier today. And it's going to be April tomorrow, April Fool's Day if you celebrate. And I remember you were doing Alice in Wonderland. And some of my friends and I were like, we should play a prank on Erinn. And so in the theater space in Pofftown, I got some of my friends' crutches and I walked in on crutches the week, maybe before the show. And the look on Erinn's face, she was still smiling as she always is, but there was just a little pain behind the eyes. And the first thing she asked me when I walked in was,
this was not my proudest moment, but I remember it like it was yesterday.
Can you walk on it? Can you still dance?
I was like, oh, you can still dance, right?
That's exactly it.
Well, that's where our priorities are here at Spring.
Well, oh my gosh.
But there was so much love. There was so much love in it. And, Erinn, I wanted to tell you, I'm actually the teacher's assistant for TAP at school right now. So,
no way!
Oh my gosh.
And
that makes my heart so happy.
I'm getting paid to do it, and I wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for you.
Wow.
Oh, my heart. My heart. Meredith actually came to perform with me at Arbor Acres Retirement Home long times ago. I was doing a little solo show there, and she came out of the audience, and we did a little tap dance together, and it was like one of the best things to this day.
I love it. I have no doubt. I've never actually gotten to work with Meredith in person, but I met you, I guess, during your gap year when we were doing lock-in.
Oh yeah.
And you killed it. I mean, you were a great film presence.
Always. Always. This is one of my favorite moments of Meredith. Though she was Alice in Wonderland and she was perfect. And you were also in Schoolhouse Rock. This right here, this is when she was Adelaide. And I'll never forget because I always thought of Meredith as like this sweet little ingenue. And she came into audition for Guys and Dolls. And she brought this whole new shtick. And she's been like that pretty much since. You've played some amazing roles professionally lately. Tell us about some of those.
Yeah. So I've done a couple professional shows at the Jackson Hole Playhouse out in Jackson, Wyoming. I've played Annie in Annie Get Your Gun, which was a dream. Just the best. It was so much fun and a super hard show.
Yeah.
Because that character just kind of doesn't leave the stage. And she's so fun because you get to be like silly and weird in the beginning. And then she has this total arc and she's still like, bad butt. Like,
you've been hanging out with Erinn too long.
That's a coin Spring Theater thing.
Yeah.
That's a Spring Theater thing. But then kind of towards the end, she gets to explore this like different side of herself.
Totally.
Which is so fun. And then probably one of my other favorite roles that I've played at school was Catherine in Newsies, which I played.
Oh, yeah.
So tapping again, can't stop.
Kind of similar arcs for those two characters, kind of like steely driven, independent women that open up to this kind of new side of themselves by the end of the show.
Totally.
Annie, Get Your Gun. I mean, I think that show was written in I want to say the 50s, maybe?
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah, and it still holds up, I think, as one of the great leading roles for women in musical theater.
Absolutely. Whoa, you guys, what's this?
What is it?
Oh, it looks like another donation has arrived.
That's good news.
Oh, and it is $150,
No
which
way.
turns into $300. And it is from Teresa Kennedy. Thank you so much, Teresa.
Oh, thank you, Teresa.
Her daughter Corinne was just in Camp Wildernotes. She was a star, and she's going to be in Beauty and the Beast this summer. We cannot wait.
By the way, Mitch Newhouser is chiming in. He's kind of one of the people who are responsible for the foundation of this Livin The Dream Scholarship. So I'm glad to have him on board. And thanks for tuning in, Mitch. Appreciate everything you do.
Thank you so much, Mitch. We're so happy to have you here. Hey, Mayor, so in your experience, why do you think it's important for kids to get involved in theater?
Oh my God, so many reasons. I know for me, it was a great way to get social and express myself in fun ways with other people. There was a point in my life where, you know, like when Erinn met me, I was kind of muted and I didn't really know how to use my voice and speak up in different situations. I was afraid of like being weird or being like uncool or something. But there's this kind of loveliness about theater that gives you an avenue for that and lets you take on different characters that then allow you to discover different parts of yourself that you actually might find exciting. And so I've just seen so many kids kind of grow into themselves as more well-rounded people. Just looking at the friends that I've that started out in spring with me, just seeing all of the amazing things that they're doing these days. I think a lot of it comes back to kind of this confidence and this belief that was really instilled in us by you, Erinn, and really like encouraged us to grow and kind of follow whatever we were kind of driving towards. So
that's amazing.
I love that you talk about theater making well-rounded people, because I think that's one of the unique things about this avenue is it really makes you explore a lot of different parts of yourself that other equally great opportunities and activities don't necessarily touch on. You know, I talked earlier about empathy being a big one, but also getting up in front of people and being able to express yourself and be vulnerable, I think is a huge tool that people can make people more well-adjusted and better to be around and better leaders, better team players, all of that.
Absolutely. And it's neat because not only like with you, Meredith, like you are just like the epitome of a success story because, you know, you started out, like you said, just a little bit shy and then you started growing into bigger roles and you started getting more confident in yourself as a human. And now you are out doing this. And now I've been telling everyone, I remember, it's so funny, Dan watches me tell like the babies, because we have this aspiring artist show now, which is all babies and they're 5 to 11. And, you know, sitting there and you're like, and you're telling them like, you have a big voice. And they're like, can we play the acting game we played last week? And they don't quite get it, but I do think that theater allows one person to have the voice of hundreds of people. And I think that that's something that you're doing on the daily now. And it just makes me so happy and proud.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love that, because it's still, even if they don't understand it up here, this kind of encouragement that you two are giving to these young folks is going to live in their bodies, and it's going to still stay in their hearts until one day they wake up and they'll be 23 years old and be like, oh, that changed my life. No.
Amazing. Hey, I wanted to ask, just before we go, you're pursuing this career and this path and you're already well on it. Is there an arrival point, or is there an ultimate goal or a big dream that at the end of your golden road?
That's such a great question.
That's so great. You know, it's scary right now because I'm kind of at the end of these 4 years that are preparing to like send me off, you know, but I think I'm just kind of staying open. Something that I really love about my training that is kind of in line with the things I learned at Spring is staying open to new things, and staying open and curious about whatever's next. So I don't know if that's going to be in New York City. I don't know if that's going to be traveling around the world. It's kind of going to be following what I love to do and being open to whatever's next.
Absolutely. I honestly think that's the best possible. I think a lot of goals in life and get people to chase dragons. And I think that openness and following your heart and what you love in the the craft is going to keep you fulfilled and happy forever.
In fact, we just watched A Star Is Born last night. And in that, they talk about like how you have a way to your path, but then sometimes you divert or you find that you're where you want to be. And that's something that I think is so important too. And I think that's something that I hope, even if you come into any theater program and you're like, I want to be a star, and then you realize maybe I don't want to be on stage, but maybe I want to be backstage, or maybe this just gives me more confidence. Whatever it is, I think that's such a great thing that you're doing, is just following your path. That's beautiful.
Thank you, guys. It's so good to see you all.
It's so good to see you
Such
too.
a treat. Thanks for making time on Easter.
Yes.
You've already kind of spouted pure fire in this regard, but I'm wondering if you have any like little buttons or closing ideas that you'd like to put to motivate or to inspire people, anything that's on your mind or heart these days.
Absolutely.
Stay curious, and stay brave, and try new things, even if it scares you. I think, as Eleanor Roosevelt, do one thing that scares you every day. It really makes you a better person and gives you things you weren't expecting.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Oh, I love that. And I love you, Meredith, so much.
I
hope
love you.
we can see you again in person soon.
Yes, I'm hoping the same. Take care. Break a leg with all of this. This is wonderful. You all are amazing.
You're
You're amazing. We'll see you soon, okay?
Yeah, love you.
All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.
It's surreal for me to see my babies grow up.
No doubt.
So Meredith and Grace Reasoner, who you'll hear from later, and Parker Bond and Jeffrey Payton, these were my original babies. And Dan and I aren't having kids of our own, but we feel like the Spring Theater community, they're kind of all our kids in so many different ways. And it's really like, I'm getting a little choked up, but it's really cool to see them grow up and thrive in any way. You know, I have lots of kids who are doing this for a living and are pursuing this for a living, but I have other kids that have learned just foundations of life through theater and through our experiences. And now they're off just being successful humans and good human beings. And that's what makes me the happiest and the proudest. It's not just what they do on stage. It's they're being good people in this world.
Yeah.
And that's just the best. And oh my gosh, what's this?
What is it?
It looks like the Easter Bunny's dropped off another donation.
What is it?
It is a $25 donation, which turns into
A $50 donation.
And it is from the Flurries, Jennifer Flurry and Tara Flurry. Thank you so much
Huge
for all of your
supporters.
support.
Huge supporters.
If you were just on not too long ago, you saw the Flurries, or not the Flurries, but you saw one of the Flurries performing, Tara Flurry.
Yep.
She's our heart and our soul, and she is doing so many great things now. And also, her brother, Brandon, has been a huge part of Spring Theater backstage.
Yep.
We are so proud of our kids that work backstage, just as proud as we are of our kids that work on stage, because they do so much and they help with everything, and they don't get the applause like the kids on stage. So shout out to all of you crew out there. Let's go ahead, and if you're in the chat right now, go ahead and give some love to our techies, our light people, our sound people, our props people, our sweep people. We need it all done to make it.
And she's here, of course. By the way, Tara Flurry was one of the only people to, when we did our 24-hour fundraiser a couple years back, she stayed up with us almost all night. I think she passed out around like 6 a.m., but made it from 10 a.m. to 6 a.m. with us and just made a big point to stay up and support. And she's always been kind of a source of inspiration and drive and motivation for us here at Spring. And what a talent.
She did it better than Brandon, not her brother, but Brandon, our board president at the time,
who went and curled
fell
up in the
asleep.
corner and fell asleep. Yeah.
We were at the Haynes Brands Theater for that one, and he literally fell asleep. It was pretty great. Well, guess what I've got?
What do you have?
I've got a ton of photographs to show you right now.
I love
from
it.
Old Spring Productions. Here they come at you. Check this one out. Shout it out in the comments if you know or have seen this show. This is one of my favorite pictures because this was our very first show post-pandemic.
Yeah.
We all had these clear masks on. It's hard to see right now.
Which is great because it means they were fine. You know?
Exactly. But this was a huge show with all ages. And that is the actual height that this guy was jumping in the middle of the screen. Type it in the chat if you know what show that is. This musical is so much fun. Our Thing 1 and our Thing 2 made it really happy. That's right, Jennifer Flurry. It is
I
Seussical.
love that show.
Oh, which Tara was also in.
Yeah, she was.
Such a good show. All right, this next picture coming at you is one of my favorites because it is one of my favorites to choreograph. This was Footloose, the musical. Who saw it out there? Oh my gosh, so fun.
That was a great show.
So much fun. And then, of course, we've got this incredible photograph that's still loading. It's so good. It's still loading.
By the way, if you don't know, Erinn and I live out in the country, and our internet is brought to us by Starlink, for which we're very grateful. However, it does make streaming kind of questionable. And if there's a cloud in the sky, the signal just sprays all over the earth and never quite makes it to space. So if you're seeing a little bit of fragmentation or things are delaying, just no stress. It's just the power of Elon Musk's internet.
It is. And if you liked any of these shows you're seeing photographs of, be sure to donate on PayPal or on Venmo right now. 100% of your donations up to $4,000 are matched.
And by the way, we're moving into the final hour of our fundraiser here, and we're just under halfway to our goal. So if we can get some donations in, they're getting matched up to the first $4,000 that come in.
That's right.
Which is great. And these donations serve exclusively to help get kids into our programs, no matter their economic background or financial ability.
Exactly.
And we've had some of our greatest experiences with kids who have benefited from this program. So please help us today by donating at PayPal or Venmo. We appreciate it, and so do those kids.
We are so excited about this. Check this picture out. This is from one of...
Is that the one?
It's not this picture.
Just another reminder to donate.
Exactly. This picture is from Singin' in the Rain Jr. Who saw that wonderful show?
It's a good show.
It made me so happy. This is Jeffrey, Sophie, and Parker. All three of them doing well. 2 out of the 3 of them are currently pursuing careers in acting. And this is another show from Singin' in the Rain. If you look in the background, you'll see baby Anna Hartle and baby Lucinda Dickey.
Wow.
So cute.
Emmy
so
Curia.
much fun. Emmy Curia is the one taking pictures. Good eye. And then all the way over on the right, you'll see a baby Tara Fleury and a baby Catherine Googe.
Wow. That was before my time.
It was. Just a year before your time.
Mm-hmm.
Annalisa Ebbing was the choreographer of that show, someone who we love very much. Here's another great picture from Singin' in the Rain. This was from a show we did called Conversations.
Yes.
It was actually written
and directed
by one of our students, Grace Reasoner,
who has become, you'll hear from her a little bit later. She started at Spring when she was 10 years old. She's now 24.
Yep.
24. And she has been with Spring the whole time. She's on our board. She serves as Spring's administrator. And when Erinn and I went on our 50 states tour last year, she was our stage manager. So she traveled the country with us, and it all started at Spring when she was 10 years old.
And Grace just accepted a position as a stage manager in Chicago. Did you know this, Dan?
I did not hear that.
Oh, this is big news, and I hope that it's public. Either way, Grace Reasoner is going to be working professionally in Chicago. I couldn't be more proud of her. She was one of our OG babies, and she did get her start here.
Congrats, Grace. You deserve it.
That's the thing, guys. If you don't want to be on stage, there's a place for you off stage. I promise.
Well, and Grace does both.
Yep.
Grace actually majored in acting, so Grace does it all.
Yep, she absolutely does.
And now she, through her dad and through the tour and things, and just us forcing her to do it at Spring, she's also now kind of a sound engineer as well. So
yep,
she's a woman of all trades.
She is. Oh, I got my little alfalfa ducky thing going on here.
That's cute.
Hey, you guys, we need a few more donations to make it to our goal. So if you haven't donated yet, please consider.
We're matching donations up to the first $4,000, which means $10 becomes $20, $20 becomes $40, $6,000 becomes $12,000. Well, that's not true.
Even if you only have $5 to spare in your Venmo account, it becomes $10 for us. And I promise you that $10 goes further than you can possibly imagine.
Also, we want to hear from all of you. So all you people watching, we see you out there, but let us know in the chat. Type us up so we can have some conversation. Let us know what you're thinking. What's your favorite Spring theater show? What has theater done for you? Whatever. How's your Easter going? Let us know.
Exactly. This picture is from Newsies. This was Dan Beckmann's first show, wasn't it, Dan?
And with Spring.
With Spring.
Yep.
Love this show. It was so much fun. The tap dancing in it was great. At the very beginning, I wasn't sure we were all going to get there, and then we did, and it made me so happy.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Such a good show.
What an experience. Oh, and here's Lion King, one of my favorite shows still with Spring that we ever did. Lion King Junior, by the way. Don't ever try and cast adults in Disney's junior shows because they'll send a cease and desist lickety-split.
Yeah.
And they'll shut you down.
So don't do it.
Yeah, but this was Lion King. It was great. Also, my first outing as a lighting designer. I loved this show. Such a fun little set. This is not Lion King.
No, this is Hairspray. Did anybody see Hairspray out there? Hairspray was a phenomenal show, directed by Chad Edwards, who just got married last weekend.
Yeah,
Shout
congrats,
out to Chad. And that was a really fun show that was starring some of our really incredible people. In fact, we met so many of our new friends and family at Spring Theater right there, which was really exciting. A really great show.
I'm setting up my little friend here to represent for the rest of the
Oh, I'm going to
program.
set up my friend too.
Can you do it?
I can.
All right.
What are you guys? We should name our friends. I have a little piggy. Oh no, he's a lamb. I thought that was a big snout, but it's his face.
Oh my God, that'd be so cute. With big floppy ears.
Right? This is a lamb,
And this is a bunny, and the biggest donation for each gets to name these finger puppets. What an opportunity here, and only here, on Spring Theater's Livin The Dream Telethon fundraiser.
In fact, the next 2 donations that come in, you can name these finger puppets for life.
Yep.
So there we go.
There you
Hello,
go.
Joelle. Nice to see you out there.
Spring Theater official finger puppets.
All right, check this picture out, Dan.
Oh, this is I've loved every show we've ever done with Spring, but this is probably my favorite show I've ever had the opportunity to work on with Spring. It was a very small show called Gil and the Wild One. It was written back in college by one of my close friends, Joe Haney, as a senior thesis. And I loved it so much and was honored years later to be able to take that show, actually like 10 years later, to be able to take this show and bring it to Spring Theater and mount it. We brought Joe in to see and speak about it, and it was just a wonderful show.
We love to give voices to local playwrights, especially shows that involve youth. We always put youth at the forefront of our shows, whether
Yep.
it's in the shows or whether it's surrounding the theme of the shows. We love to put youth there.
If you missed this show, this was a show about 2 childhood friends, one of which has a terminal disease, an illness that is keeping them bedridden in the hospital, and the ways that kids kind of cope with this. And half of it takes place in the hospital, and half of it takes place in this imaginary world where the other kid is a king. And we see how children tend to cope with trauma and loss and things that they're too young to cope with, which is a common theme that we're also exploring this year with Every Brilliant Thing, which is the one-man show we're doing in May. If that sounds great, it's right up your alley. If you saw this show, let us know in the comments. There's Jackson, who was our Gil.
Oh,
And what a fine job he did.
he was so good.
I loved this show.
He was so good. I think this was Jackson's last show as a little boy on the Spring stage. And
Yep.
He's grown up now, and it's wonderful.
I loved it because we never get an opportunity to work with really small.
What?
Oh,
Oh my gosh, what's this?
what is it?
It's a new donation coming in at you.
Okay.
It is for $10, which turns into
$20.
and it is from Stephen Browd. Thank you so
thank you,
much,
Stephen.
Stephen.
Appreciate that.
Oh my gosh, we are so
Big
thrilled.
thanks.
Thank you. Stephen, let me tell you, $10 turning into $20 goes so far at our fundraiser. So please, if you're out there and you have just a quick click of the button, you too can PayPal or Venmo and help out Spring Theater, because our goal today is $6,000 and we are going to make it, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1 hour left. So if
1 hour left, and to make it to our 6,000, we need donated whatever 1/2 of 3,570 is,
we can make it.
which means 1,500, about $1,680 or something like that is what we need to meet our goal. So let's make it happen. We have Meredith Stevens in the chat from all over the pond right now. She's in Scotland, so it's probably pretty late over there right now. Good on you.
Thanks for joining us, Meredith.
Meredith stepped in to help big time with Gil and the Wild One and kind of helped proxy direct while Erinn and I were out of town, and just literally we could not have made that show happen without her.
We love Meredith and all she does for the theater. You talk about community. Meredith is another
Big friend of the community around here.
Example of community.
Absolutely.
Oh, you guys.
What do we have?
Something just happened.
What is it?
Woo! We have a donation that came in, and I'm opening it up right now.
Okay.
It is for $150,
Whoa!
which turns into $300.
Wow.
And it is from Terry Beckmann. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mommy.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing, you guys.
Terry Beckmann, by the way, who supplied today's beautiful Easter basket. The friends that are on the microphones all of these beautifully stale peeps. What do you see?
Ooh,
You want some?
Unbearably hot gummy bears. Did you see these?
Did you
Dan?
see these peeps that were dipped in chocolate?
No, I did not. But
And all these eggs to open like.
I'm so excited
Okay, I
about
think
it.
these are circus peanuts in the shape of bunnies, which, by the way, if you don't know this about me,
Dan
I'm
loves
the
circus
only
peanuts.
person on earth who is single-handedly keeping the circus peanut industry alive because everyone thinks they're volatile.
I don't agree. I love circus
love
peanuts. I love them.
And these
I
are all
wanna know
stiff.
if you guys like them or not. We have a couple of comments in the chat. Let's see. Jennifer is asking, is Stephen naming the bunny or the lamb?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's a
Definitely
great
should.
question. All right, so Stephen, if you're watching right now, thank you for your donation. You need to name one of our two little friends here, and they will become the names forever.
John Tootin.
Check out this next picture. This is from Disney's The Lion King, and it's one of my favorite pictures from this show because this scene really gave me goosebumps. This was the be prepared scene. And Dan and our set designer, Shane, created these rocks that kind of moved, and Parker was on top of them as Scar, and he moved forward, and all of these hyenas came towards the audience, and it was so much fun.
It was a concept that definitely shouldn't have worked as well as it ended up doing, considering that we were forcing children to elegantly move around gigantic rock structures around the stage.
This is why when we tell you your money goes a long way at Spring Theater, we are not joking.
Stephen Browd should be naming the bunny or the lamb. Stephen, if you're out there, let us know.
Yes.
And I think the second name goes to Terry Beckmann.
Oh, yes. So please let us know, Terry and Steven, what you'd like to name our little friends. Oh, no, our bunny got so sad you didn't name him
Sorry. Sorry, everybody.
This next picture is actually from Footloose the musical. This was one of my favorite shows at Spring Theater. We had so much fun doing Footloose, and these are the girls at Bob's Burgers hanging out.
Bob's Burgers.
Not Bob's Burgers. This is another amazing shot because Sterling, right in the middle of that photograph, actually had to step in last minute. Our amazing Chuck Cranston, played by Ethan Rapier, got COVID. And we were
2 days
so
before
sad.
we opened.
Ah.
And Sterling, the champion of the people, came in and learned the role of Chuck Cranston and delivered an outstanding performance just in the nick of time for us, cementing their place in Spring Theater history.
So
As if
true.
it weren't already.
We had two great Chuck Cranstons for that show. Oh, if you are out there and you want to make a donation, you can name one of these next two finger puppets.
What an opportunity. Not only are you getting kids involved in theater who may not otherwise have an opportunity, but you get to name a finger puppet.
Exactly. It doesn't get much better than that,
doesn't.
folks. This photograph is also from Footloose the musical, and this was the finale scene. We had so much dancing in that show, didn't we, Dan?
Yes, we did. Well, as you should. It's a show about dancing or the lack of.
I'll just never forget how much happened. This was from Cinderella the next summer. This was our two, this is Maddie and Zoe in the background, who are huge, amazing.
Wow, she's grown up so much even since.
I know, isn't
both of
that
them.
crazy?
That's wild. That's what they do, kids. They grow up.
Kids nowadays.
Yeah.
Yep. This next photograph is actually from Bring It On. You took this one, didn't you, Dan?
I took all of these, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Almost all of these. Yes, I did. And they all look great. Lights by Tyler Zickman, who also went on tour with us and as a former Spring baby. And then you can see Ava Ginsberg in there towards the front where she came on earlier for an interview. This was an awesome show, written by Lin-Manuel Miranda of Hamilton acclaim. It's a hip-hop inspired show about cheerleaders. And boy, was it fire.
Oh my goodness, Dan, look at that.
What is it?
It's another donation.
It changed colors.
It did. It's a magical egg, and it is for $100, turning into
$200. Thank you so
And
much.
It is from Jennifer Fleury. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Jennifer
And you know
Fleury.
what that means?
What?
That means that Jennifer Fleury
Gets to name
one of our two finger puppets.
So come on, Jennifer.
All right, Jennifer, it's all
You know
up to
you want to. You know it's the reason you donated.
I'm so excited about this. We are about to get, and let me tell you, Dan and I, we treasure our stuffed animals.
Yes, we do. We have a lot of them.
Yeah. So these, not that y'all are stuffed. In
We're
fact, they're
minimalist.
quite hollow.
We're minimalist, except when it comes to camera equipment and stuffed animals.
It's true. It's so super true. All right, let's see. What other pictures do I have coming at you? Oh, this is another one from Bring It On, and it's one of my favorite photographs of all time. Look at how
Nick
good.
Kelly. What a champion. Look at that.
So this scene was not only performed well by Nick, but It was choreographed by Isaiah Gray Jones. We co-choreographed Bring It On, and boy, oh boy, did he do a phenomenal job with that.
That show was like a hip hop rock concert. It was so fun. That was my favorite. That's my favorite rap in the entire show too.
And this was a show we did last summer, directed by Grace Reasoner. It was called Puffs. Did anybody see Puffs? This right in the middle, that's Luke. Luke's been with us since the very beginning of Spring Theater. So much fun.
Luke has?
Yeah. Luke. Well, no, that's not true.
I was going to say, I don't think that adds
Luke's
up.
sister's been with us since the very beginning of Spring Theater.
Charlotte was in way back?
Yeah, way back when.
Huh, I didn't know that.
And Rob used to direct shows for us. In fact, he directed Moon Over Buffalo, which was an adult show that we did a long time ago. Yeah, there's Bryce right now.
I wanted to make the balloons go or whatever.
Woo!
Oh, there it is.
Only
Very
I can
cool.
do it.
Yeah,
somehow.
you have the power.
This next shot coming at you is from Cinderella. Oh, this was so cute.
Who is that in the front?
That's B.
Oh, little B.
That's baby B.
Baby B.
Doing such an incredible job.
We have a request here to name one of the puppets Daddy Do in honor of Jennifer's favorite song from the awesome Camp Wildernose. One of the best shows she's ever seen. Wonderful work from Beth Frack.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Which one, Dan? Which
Probably
one?
The Lamb.
Yeah, this is Daddy Do. All right. So for those of you who didn't have the opportunity to see Camp Wildernose, hi, this is Daddy Do.
I get it.
Camp Wildernose was written and directed by Beth Frack, who is a local here. And we worked on it so hard together. It was so much fun. And the show itself really brought together all of these incredible ideas of perseverance. And this song was a song written about how much kids love their daddies. And it made me cry every night.
Oh, yeah, it was heart-wrenching. We got
So
Stephen
good.
Olson in the chat. Stephen, our friend from Nebraska, played our Santa in Elf the Musical this last December.
Yes, he did.
And Mr. Macy the year before.
Oh, that's right, man. We have gone through some good times together. Thank you so much, Stephen, for joining us today. We are so thrilled to see you out there. If you're just joining us, let us know you're out there. Even if you can't support financially. Oh my gosh. What is this?
What is it?
Oh! It's another donation. And it is for $25, which turns into $50. And it is from Stephen. Stephen Olson. Thank you.
Thanks,
oh my
dude.
gosh. It
Appreciate
means
ya.
so much. You know how far money can go in theater. And thank you.
The other one's named Fuzzy now. Her Tara's cousin's Ava's request.
Fuzzy
the
and Daddy
bunny.
Do. Aw, I love that. Oh, and also Ava was in Cinderella as well.
By the way, guys, we are $20 from hitting our halfway point. We've got 48 minutes left of this stream. So if we can really crank it up, let's get some kids involved in theater this summer. We're really trying to get it done. Let's do it. We're matching donations up to $4,000. So your donation is doubled until the end of this stream.
It's gonna happen.
Yes, it is.
I'm so excited. Okay, take a look at this next picture. It's one of my favorites because I was talking earlier about our Spring Theater Christmas tour.
Yes.
And this is what it's all about
right
here. This is after the show. The smiles on these senior citizens' faces when these young people go in and perform for them is amazing. And also, I would say so many of our kids who go in there have really never performed in that kind of environment.
Oh, for sure.
And so afterwards, they go into the audience and they shake hands and they give hugs. And it means so much both ways.
And I think it's one of the biggest things that exemplifies what spring can do. It's kind of like what we talked about earlier, where when we have kids of all ages and adults acting together, how they benefit from each other's experience. I feel the same for this Christmas tour, probably more so. We let these kids come into these retirement communities and interact with and warm up the holidays of people who might not have other people coming in to see them. But then the kids also, I think, get to warm up by the glow of what they're doing, the effect that they have by giving back to their communities. And they get to tour a show, which is a very unique opportunity for young people.
So unique.
By the way, that show is all ages and we do it every year. So if you are anybody of any age who wants to be involved in that in our annual holiday tour, let us know and we'll get you involved.
It is the most rewarding experience you'll have in your heart all year, I promise you. We've had multiple people tell us this from all ages, and we would really love for you to come and be a part of it. So please do that. Here's another picture from Lion King. I love that picture. Oh, and by the way, that in the foreground is Mackenzie
McLeod,
who just recently was in Bring It On as well.
Yep.
Oh, here's another. I didn't put these in any particular order, as you can tell.
That's great.
This is another one from our Christmas show. And this is a candid shot that Angie Claiborne Gardner took after Holly Jolliday. In fact, what was the name of that show, Dan?
The North Pole Centennial Holly Jolliday Christmas Eulapalooza.
Another original. We always write an original show each year.
That was some of our finest work, though, I have to say, that show.
It was so fun. It was so good.
I'm Christmas punned out for the rest of my life as a writer.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, you guys.
What is it?
We just got another donation, and I'm opening it up right now. It is for two. Oh, did we just go out?
Sorry about that, y'all.
Did we just leave?
Yeah,
Oh,
but we're back.
Well, anyway, if you just, I don't know how long we've been on or off.
It's like 10 seconds.
Oh, perfect. Anyway, this donation is from my mom, Jan Dearth. It's for $200 turning into $400, and
Wow.
she's already donated today. Thank you so much.
Which means we have now crossed our halfway point today, y'all. We are at 3380 with room to go.
Oh, this is so exciting. In the last 45 minutes of our fundraiser, you guys, we are going to be able to let every single kid who wants to come to Spring Theater this summer in. Please keep donating towards our Livin The Dream Scholarship Fund. If you've just joined us, my name is Erinn, and I am the Executive Director of Spring Theater.
My name is Dan, and I'm the Artistic Director of Spring Theater.
And happy Easter to all of you.
Happy Easter.
We are raising money for our Livin The Dream fundraiser. We're showing some amazing pictures of some of the things that Spring Theater does right now. Check this out. This is another one from Spring Theater, and this is exactly what I was talking about. This is when it comes to the meet and greet afterwards. All of these amazing kids and adults that are in the show, they go out, they meet the seniors, they shake their hands, and gotta tell you, it's literally the best thing I've ever seen. It's so great.
Definitely.
Here's another picture from Camp Wildernotes that we did last summer. Last week. Feels like last summer already.
Time flies, though, I tell you what.
It really does. These kids are ages 5 to 11. They did such an incredible performance. And the one in the back there, his name is Max. He is 5 years old. He pretty much stole the show.
Yeah, he cracks me up. Show the bunny?
Show the bunny. Which bunny? Show the bunny.
I think my mom is referring to this.
What is it?
Which had fallen out of the basket in the flurry of activity.
In the flurry? Oh, it's a big bunny. What a cute bunny for Easter.
It's a marshmallow bunny, and I'm going to decimate it later.
I'm so excited about this. Oh, you guys, what's this? Another donation has fallen from the sky, and it is for $25.
Which becomes $50.
$50 right here with our match. And it is from Deborah West. Thank you so much. Deborah was the nurse on our boat. In fact, when I was diagnosed with COVID years and years ago on our steamboat that Dan and I used to sing on, she came and nursed me back to health. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. And neither would this $50 donation, turning from 25 to 50. Thank you so much,
Appreciate
Deborah.
y'all.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. You guys, we are coming closer and closer to our goal. I am absolutely excited.
Yeah, check that out, y'all. We are 3430 out of 6,000, so let's keep it going, and we're going to make it there in the short time we have left on this stream.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I'm so ready. Oh, you guys, here we go. Here's something else. Here's a picture from Spring Theater's production of Hairspray. Hairspray. Oh, the fundraising bunny.
Oh, the fundraising bunny. I was trying to. I hit the wrong button on my computer. My normal means of controlling all this, the controller has shut down on me, so I'm hitting buttons and just hoping it works.
It's working out well.
Yep.
You guys, I'm so excited. Hairspray was such a good show. In the middle, you'll see Joanna, who you'll hear from a little bit later today. Oh, and this is another picture from Camp Wilderness. This is actually the full cast at the very end. Come on, look at those cute little smiles. Oh, my heart, my heart.
Indeed.
All right, who out there in the chat can tell me what this show is? It's a Spring Theater show that happened pretty recently.
This is one of my favorite spring pictures of all time, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I loved this. This costume. This is another Ashley Ward costume design, by the way.
Yes.
Those are our little mice from this show. Sam Gomez, who just helped us out with backstage, on Camp Wilderness. You can see him in the back on a big papal hat. He was playing the Pope in this production.
Well,
the Pope. Mark my words.
I mean.
For Easter. Yes,
Okay.
correct. We have a bunch of correct answers in the chat.
Cinderella.
All right, look at these people engaging with us, spending time with us on this Easter afternoon. Appreciate y'all being here.
I'm so excited. We are here with Daddy Doo and Fluffy. Our little friends.
Fluffy is antsy, so they keep falling off of the...
If you put Fluffy in between, he'll stay, just like Daddy Doo is staying. You
So
guys,
smart.
we are raising money to make sure that every single person can be on stage at Spring Theater. If you donate $5, it turns into $10. We are so close to reaching our goal. I can feel it. I can taste it.
Happy Easter, the Sheep Mage. Glad that you can find us on Twitch, by the way, where you can follow us if you wish.
Nice.
We do our podcast there, but we also, we do stuff for spring as well, and you can find us anywhere. By the way, we have 40 minutes left.
40 minutes.
40 minutes left of this fundraiser with a fair way to go to get to our goal, with donations being matched for the first $4,000. So if we can raise another, let's see, I think it's only like $815 or something, like $835.
We'll make it.
We will make it to our goal.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so ready to make this. Oh, this is so good. Okay. Who can tell me what show? Well, this is easy. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what show this is from.
Well, it might not be that easy.
I mean, literally thing 1 and thing 2 are surrounding it.
That could be Our Town.
It could be Our Town. This is Mr. and Mrs. Mayor and JoJo right in the middle. And I don't know if you can see, but around that is a bunch of sock puppets that we made to look like Mr. and Mrs. Mayor. In fact, our friend Andrea made these for us.
A friend from college. One of my friends from back in good old Minnesota.
Okay, who can tell me, this is a hard one. Who can tell me what show this is from? This is an OG Spring Theater show. This show was an original production. It was performed at the Yadkinville Theater when we used to perform out at the Willingham Theater. And this show is actually one of my favorites. I got to write it. I got to do the music with it with our good friend Charlie Klutz, and it was choreographed by Thomas Hubbard. And if you look right in the center, you'll find Grace Reasoner, our now board member. Over on stage left, you'll see Sterling Hartpeck. Who knows what show this is? This is a really, really deep cut. Oh my gosh, you guys! We have another donation egg that just came in. I'm pulling it up. It is $20, which turns into
$40.
And it is from Meredith Stevens.
Oh, thanks, Meredith.
Thank you so much for your support. $40 going into our pot right now.
Appreciate that.
Oh my gosh. You guys, where else can you double your money? Nowhere that I know of.
Maybe Vegas, if you put it all on black, and get lucky.
Don't do that.
Well, or do.
But 100% of the time, you can double your money to Spring Theater right now. We have more eggs that are going to be dropping from the sky. I can feel it. We are getting closer and closer to our goal.
Let's see, 48 minutes left of the stream. 38 minutes left of the stream.
38 minutes. We're going to do it, guys.
If you've ever seen a spring production, you know how special the experience for the kids and how professional the shows are. This is such a deserving team to receive your donations that will literally make a difference in the lives of so many young people. And here they are.
I just got another donation, and it is for $30, which turns into
$60.
And this is from Andrew Gerstle. Oh my goodness.
Wow, Andrew.
Thank you, and thank you.
So much contribution from the Gerstle household today.
Oh
Appreciate
my gosh.
Big time.
In fact, Andrew's kid was just in Camp Wilderness as well. Ayla, she was one of our baby birdies.
Yep, and she was in Cinderella as well. You could just see her in that previous picture. She played a little mouse.
Oh my gosh.
Miss you too, Jill. Thanks for popping in.
We love this. Okay, here's a picture from our show that never happened. This was Alice in Wonderland. It was 2 years ago, and unfortunately, COVID spread through the cast. And it was unfortunately not able to open, but we were able to get a masked video of it, and still one of my favorite shows.
Absolutely.
So much fun. It was directed by Morgan Southard, who is now
Morgan.
What did I say?
Morthern.
She's now the education director in Charlotte at the Theater of North Carolina. It's a huge opportunity for her,
and
we're
she's
really
loving it. I think from what I've seen in the picture, she looks like she's living her best life.
Yep, and we love her so much.
Yes, we do.
This is another photograph from Footloose. Look at that. Olivia Trow, and Catherine Googe and Jasmine Jeffcoat and Chloe Law rocking it out. Woo, I love it. Oh, and here's a photograph from one of my favorite shows. Put it in the chat if you know what show this is from.
I loved that show.
Look at that. That's Dan Beckmann. And in the background, you will see Olivia Trouth and Fritz Anderson. And he is holding the hands of one of the Peyton boys, one of my favorite group of Spring Theater kiddos. There were 4 Peyton boys that
His
came
name is
through.
Bryson. She doesn't want to say it because she wants to call him Spencer. That's what she always does. Admit it.
But I have to say, I also called Spencer Jeffrey, and I've called every...
It's a tradition. It's a Spring Theater tradition.
I don't mean to, but...
Children of Eden is correct.
Children of Eden, yes! Sarah Bryce. All right. Oh, here we are backstage with some of the kids in... Let's see. Oh, that was from Lion King. I recognize it from all the face paint of those zebras up front. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I loved that show. You guys, I'm so excited about life right now because we are getting closer and closer to our goal. What's our total right now, Dan? Do you have that bunny?
We have... Oh, wait. Let me make this a little bit prettier.
Oh, yep. Here comes the bunny. Here comes the bunny. In fact, there's a show that we're doing coming up called You're in Town, and it talks about don't be the bunny, but help us be this bunny.
We're at $35.30 raised out of $6,000 with donations matched up to the first 4,000, which means we only need 7,006.
No.
$765. Check my math to make that happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
$765, and we hit our goal. And we've got 35 minutes left to do it.
We can do it. We can do it. If you guys donate even just $5, that turns into $10.
Yes.
So go ahead and send those donations in.
Time.
It's really easy to do. If you are on PayPal, you can do it right here at paypal.me/Spring Theater.
If you're at Venmo, we're right here on Spring Theater. In the meantime, Erinn, do you want to show a little performance video?
I absolutely do.
Back in the day, we recorded our first ever Spring Theater CD in our little home studio here. And we had a bunch of our former Spring kids and adults come in and record some songs that they wanted to do. And the CD culminated in a song from Dear Evan Hansen called You Will Be Found.
It's one of my favorite songs. It's actually my favorite song from the show. And we had so much fun bringing our kids in to record it. And if you haven't purchased your Spring Theater Spring Sings CD Volume 1 yet, you can do so at any Spring Theater performance. We always have them out for sale, and 100% goes towards all of the things that are Spring Theater. But check this out.
This is from 2 years ago now, from the Spring Sings Volume 1 CD. This is You'll Be Found, featuring the cast of Spring Sings.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. 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 Someone will come running. Someone will come running to take you home. Take you home. To take you home. Someone will come running to take you home. Take you home. Take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. Out of the shadows, the morning is breaking, and all is new. All is new. It's filling up the empty, and suddenly I see that all is new. All is new. You are not alone. 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 You are not. You are not. You are not alone. You are not alone. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need someone to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. Cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. Even when the dark comes crashing around, you will be found. When you need someone to carry you, you will be found. You will be
Yeah, baby.
I love that one. What a fun experience that was to put
Oh
that
my
together with all of
gosh.
our friends.
I love our family. They are a family.
I do
Spring Theater
too.
is a family. If you're part of the Spring Theater family, go ahead and type in the chat what shows you've been a part of directly, because we love each and every one of you in so many different ways. And we're so close to reaching our goal.
Yes, we
Ladies
are.
and gentlemen, we currently have just under 1/2 hour, and we are at 35:30. Remember, every donation that is matched is matched.
And everyone that isn't, it will be anyway.
Exactly.
But we are matching donations up to the first $4,000. And if we raise another, I think just under like $750, something like that,
We'll
in the next
make it.
30 minutes, we are going to make it to our goal of $6,000, excuse me, all going to help kids get into our theater programs this summer from all economic backgrounds. And it is a life-changing experience for kids to be involved in theater. So please help us meet that goal.
We have a question that came in about our first theatrical experiences. And so this is very interesting. So my first theater experience was actually at the Piedmont Opera Theater in North Carolina. I was cast to be in the ensemble. And what was really exciting was little 7-year-old Erinn had no idea that you got costumes and a set with the opera. I had assumed at age 7 that you sat there and you sang opera. And I came home and I had just gotten my costume fitting and I was hooked. I couldn't believe that I got to wear this bonnet and this thing and be on this big stage at the Stevens Center. Of course, I had no idea at the time that that was one of the biggest theaters I'd still perform in. The Stevens Center is an enormous theater. Yep, La Boheme was the show.
Which is an adaptation of Rent.
It is. Actually, it is. That is, well, it is. But wait, you know what I mean. Rent is an adaptation of La Boheme. Love that show. Dan, what was your first theatrical experience?
I did a show when 7th grade. I was kind of, my parents were worried about my social skills. I was kind of a class clown, so I didn't have problems socializing, but I would come home and I would come home and, you know, I would kind of spend a lot of time on computers and like doing stuff by myself and didn't really have a community. And I joined, my mom suggested doing a show and I did this show called Help, I'm Trapped in a High School. And I barely remember what it was about, but I know that the set was like this big jail, and I think like this crazy guidance counselor locked all the kids up in the school. And what I realized is that, wow, what a fun place to come and hang out with kids and just do what I do in class, but in a productive way. And from there, I did Music Man, and I did Annie Get Your Gun, and was hooked. So 7th grade was my first, I guess technically I helped do a Shakespeare thing in elementary school. We did a festival every year with all the grades.
Oh, that's
but
fun.
Mostly I wanted to run spot op for that because I was into tech.
Oh, that's nice.
But
And
I played
you're
William
back into
Shakespeare.
tech a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
What's your favorite thing to do right now in theater, Dan?
Sound.
Sound?
I love sound. It's my baby right now.
It is. And you know what? If you came to Camp Wilderness, you would see the beauty of Dan's sound design
Wow.
because, well, I loved it. When they were near the river, there was this gentle river playing behind. And when you were in the middle of the woods, you would hear the chirping of the crickets. And
So
then
true.
in another part of the woods, you'd hear the cicadas chirping. And I don't know. I think that's a pretty unique skill.
Well, thank you. I enjoy it.
My favorite thing right now about theater and working in theater is actually choreography. I love to choreograph. I love to put all the pieces together and tell a story through dance. It really makes me happy. Oh my gosh, what's this?
What is it?
What?
All right, you love to see it.
We just received another donation. I'm opening up the egg. It is for $50, which turns into $100. Oh, on this magical Easter Sunday. It is from Oliver Hasselback.
Thanks, Oliver Hasselback. You saw his comment earlier. He was in Secret Garden with us. He played our Archie, and he was in Children of Eden, a wonderful addition to the ensemble, and played Noah.
He is also a part of Spring Sings, and we go out everywhere and we sing at different locations. They'll be performing at the Triad Flight of Honor coming up in just a few weeks. Oliver, we love you. Thank you so much.
If you know Oliver, you know he's got one of the biggest hearts in the Triad. So
he really does.
Thank you, Oliver, for being a part of our community and for your donation.
All
that
right.
brings us a little bit closer, y'all. Just a little bit closer.
We're so close. And you guys, we have something to share with you now that is from the mouths of our babes, as they say. Today is a really important day because we are trying to get every single kid into Spring Theater. And if we reach our goal, we will never, well, even if we don't, I'm just going to be honest, we are always going to let people into the Spring Theater doors. No matter what your financial situation, we want to make sure that every single person gets a chance to be on stage at Spring Theater.
And so we asked a lot of people who have participated in our shows in the past, parents, kids, etc., to kind of give us a little information about why they love Spring and what it's done for them. And we thought we'd let them speak for ourselves. So in pursuit of the donations of our last $600, $700 we need to meet our goal today, here is a collection of testimonials from our Spring Theater family.
Here it comes.
Hi. Hi.
Hey. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, my name is Angie Gardner.
Hi, I'm Ethan Rapier.
Hi, I'm Joanne White.
My name is Hannah Anderson, and I've been involved with Spring Theater for 2 years. For about 2 years now.
A little less than 3 years.
For several years now. I have been a part of the Spring Theater community ever since I was 10 years old, and now 12 years later, I'm happy to say that I'm still a part of the Spring Theater family.
Theater is such a wonderful place to be when you're a young person, especially because it's so accepting and loving and meets people exactly where they are. There's a place for everybody. And Spring Theater has really emphasized that.
Spring means a lot to me.
There's more to it than just putting on a show.
It is a family full of so many amazing people that come together to make amazing productions. They're like a community.
Spring is one of the first places that I really found my passion for performing.
It was the first community that I did theater with.
It was like a perfect fit.
Everyone there is positive and friendly.
They make everyone feel so special, including the parents. So,
and that is something that we love about Spring Theater. They always encourage you from the youngest to the oldest.
It was such a supportive, loving, positive environment that I could always go to.
It was the first place where I got my groundings.
It sparked an interest in me to do theater.
It has been an integral part of my childhood, my upbringing.
Something I love about Spring is that they will take anybody from anywhere and they will turn them in to their truest self as a performer.
And what I've seen the most difference from their involvement in Spring Theater is their confidence.
They inspire confidence in everyone they work with.
And he gave me this look of like, oh, you get it. And it gave me a lot of reassurance and confidence at the time that I really needed.
They're encouraging them to be fearless, to follow their dreams, to, stand up and be whatever they want to be.
And without them, I would not be the performer that I am today.
I don't know where I would be today without it.
Spring came along at the time when we definitely needed them in our lives.
Before I worked with Spring, I knew that I loved theater, but I was able to truly understand and realize that this is something that I want to do as a career.
And it's definitely brought me to my next level, absolutely.
My son flourished. He realized what he really wanted to do in life.
And it is because of them that I am now getting my degree in performance studies.
And now I'm in New York studying musical theater full time.
Now I'm able to direct shows on my own.
The younger kids look up to the older kids. They see what they want to aspire to be.
And generally be a help to those in the way that Spring was to me.
And I think that this is one of the greatest gifts that we can give children, is the chance to explore their creativity, grow into their individuality, and work as part of a team.
Through Spring, I've met lifelong friends and chosen family.
I have made so many friends at Spring that are now lifelong friends.
They've given me a family to come back to in Winston.
And they love these children like their own.
Spring Theater is my home.
It's my home away from home.
Spring means so much to me.
Spring Theater means so much to us.
That's one of the many, many reasons why I really love Spring Theater.
It is my sincere wish that Spring Theater become available to as many children in our community as would like to be involved.
So more kids can come experience theater for the first time.
I cannot imagine them not being in our lives.
Being a part of the community there and being supported by that community has been so important to my life, and I am so grateful for it.
And I could not be more happy to be a part of the joy and love and community that they create.
I think it is so important that kids have that space where they can be creative and be themselves. And I really believe in that being accessible to everyone.
Spring Theater is the place for you. They make dreams come true.
We love you guys so much.
Yeah, thanks for your contributions.
It's so amazing to see. I've said this before, but it's so amazing to see these babies growing up. And every time I see a success story of someone online, whether it's a new show that they're in or something that they've overcome or a new job that they've landed as young adults, I literally get a high that is unbelievable.
I watch her do it. It's something else to observe.
It's just the best. It's the best to see these kids thriving in this beautiful world. And I love it. I absolutely love it. We are so grateful. You guys, we only have 15 minutes to get
technically
to
17
our goal. Okay,
technically 17 minutes. Here's the situation, y'all.
All right.
Here's the situation. We have made $3,630. We need to get to our goal of $6,000. With just a few hundred more dollars worth of donations, we will be there. So now's our chance. Really bring it in for this last 15 minutes, and let's reach the $6,000 goals so more kids can come and join the Spring Theater family.
Because every donation is matched.
And it helps us change lives, young lives with theater. And when you change young lives, you change the future.
It's so true. It's so, whoa, what's this?
What is it? Right on cue.
Let's see.
What is it?
We've got a donation for $500,
which with donation matching makes this $1,000.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we are getting so close to reaching our goal.
Okay.
Thank you so much
to
the Whites. Oh my gosh. Okay. Joanne White and her kids, Maddie and Zoe, have been such an enormous part of the Spring Theater family for the last several years. They're actually a part of our Montessori kids program that we're doing right now. This is an after-school program that Spring Theater provides to Montessori school, and it has been so much fun to see those kids live and thrive. It's just been absolutely amazing. Thank you, Jeanette Brown. Oh my gosh, one of our original costume designers. This is unbelievable.
No relation to Meredith Brown?
Yes, related to Meredith Brown. Guilty as charged.
Joelle says she's been trying to donate. She has PayPal. I'm doing something wrong.
Well, if you're online, we had some folks that were, we also had somebody ask if, what's the delay between donation and us getting it? We get it right away.
So if you haven't heard from us, it means we haven't received your donation. So
yes.
Please let us know. And thank you in advance.
Thank you so much. You guys, so what was I just saying about, PayPal. If you go to PayPal, just make sure it's paypal.me/Spring Theater. PayPal.me/Spring Theater.
Theater with an R-E.
Yes. If you need to push something today too, you could do. Oh my gosh!
What is it?
We just had another donation.
Where are we at?
Opening it up. Oh, it is $50 turning into
$100.
Oh, what a magical day it is at Spring Theater.
Wow.
And it is from Jeanette. Oh, Jeanette Brown.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Just talking about Jeanette Brown. Thank you so much. I don't know where Spring Theater would be without the Browns. In fact, Spring Theater, the name Spring Theater, was highly, highly encouraged by Jeanette Brown, who was our branding specialist.
So grateful for that, Jeanette, because I know the alternative that Erinn had decided on was Dancing Hamster Theater Company, which is great.
I love that name.
But I think it sets up a certain expectation when you come in the door.
If anyone was on the Spring Theater board way back in the day, they will know that I wanted to name Spring Theater the Dancing Hamster because I love dancing and I love hamsters.
Well,
and
it makes sense.
Dancing hamsters are just the best. Dan,
all right, y'all.
Let's look at our bunny and see where we're at.
Our bunny is right here. Our bunny has $4,730 left of our... Actually, this doesn't accurately represent... Let me just...
Let's make the bunny right.
Yeah, let's let's rate the bunny because we want to see this bunny fill up.
Yeah, we do. You guys, oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now.
But time is short, y'all. Time is short.
All right, here's Riss. She is our board president. Hello, Miss Riss.
Hey,
nice
Riss.
to see you. We are so excited. We are almost there. Susan says, let's push this over the finish line.
Yes, please. Let's do it.
We're going to make it. We're going to make it, folks. I'm so excited right now. Oh my gosh. What
is it? What is it? Oh!
We just had a donation come in for $200.
Wow, making it
Susan Surratt, making it
$400.
Oh my gosh, we're going to make it. We are going to make it, you guys. I know that we're going to make it.
Wow. All right, let me just update this graphic and you can see where we're at.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm so excited.
This is that closing moment rush that I love so much.
I'm actually kind of sweating right now.
We're very close, y'all.
I shouldn't have worn this hoodie because I knew I was going to get excited. But this is the Easter hoodie, nonetheless. You guys, it is Easter Sunday. If you have it in your hearts to even donate just $5, it turns into $10, and we are going to make it. We are going to make it.
Here we are right now at $5,130. If we need $870 more dollars, which is divided by 2, meaning $435 left, gets us to our $6,000 goal and helps us get more kids into our theater program and change kids' lives. So let's see it come through for us, baby.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I am so excited right now. And you know what I think will help us get there?
What's that?
Another performance.
I agree. By someone you've already met and already fallen in love with.
Yes. So this young woman has performed with Spring Theater for just about 1 year. She's one of our new Spring Theater kids. She is 14 years old. Nope, she's 15 now. 14? 15. She's 15 now. She's amazing. You're going to see her on stage this summer in all 3 of our productions of You're in Town, of Beauty and the Beast, and of Peter and the Starcatcher.
And in honor of us being so very close and just needing one final push to get to our goal, here's Millie Caldwell singing Almost There.
Here it comes.
Mama, I ain't got time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while. Ain't got time for messing around, and it's not my style. This whole town can slow you down, people taking the easy way. But I know exactly where I'm going, getting closer and closer every day, and I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, I've had my share, but there ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can come true, but you gotta make them happen. It all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day. Now things look sure I'm going my way. See, it's doing what I do.
But I climbed the mountain and I crossed the river and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm
Yes, girl.
Oh,
Oof.
right on. And during that rousing presentation, we got something in the inbox.
What's this? It looks like we got another donation for $50, which turns into
$100, bringing our total up to $52.30, y'all. We are so close.
Oh my gosh, we are going to make it. We only have 9 minutes
We
left.
need $770, which means we need 300 and some.
Oh my gosh,
and change.
We're going to make it. We're going to make it. We are so close
Yes,
to
we
reaching
are.
our $6,000 goal.
We
you
have
guys,
9 minutes, y'all. 9 minutes to raise whatever that money is, $390 or something like that, and we're there with our donation matching.
I'm so very excited. I'm actually kind of mind blown right now. You guys, thank you for your support of Spring Theater, but moreover, thank you for your support of our young talent in this triad. They're amazing. They need an outlet, and I love having them on our stages.
And we love watching the way that they get to interact and build leadership skills and grow into it. We've seen kids come in as quivering little balls of uncertain flesh, and I've seen them now leave and become leaders and champions in their industry, and it's humbling and it's amazing.
Balls of uncertain flesh.
Well, am I wrong?
He knows how to use his words.
Yes.
He really does.
And you too.
Oh, it looks
Bruce
like
says-
woo! Oh, it looks like Bruce Rutherford has just donated $100, which turns
$200. Thank you,
My
Bruce.
gosh. Oh my gosh. We are so close.
We're so close, y'all.
Close. Oh my gosh. Woo.
We're at
Thank you
54.30
so
with
much,
donation
Bruce.
matching with 8 minutes left to get to our $6,000 goal. We're so close, y'all.
Oh,
so close.
This is really exciting. If you guys are having trouble with PayPal, I promise I'll help you later if you need to make a pledge right now. If you go on the computer, it works. Sometimes it's strange on your phone. We
It's a
don't know
digital
why.
age. Who knows, man?
We don't know why. We are also on Venmo, which makes it very easy to pledge. So feel free to do that. And if you also want to go to the Spring Theater website, there is a link that you can click and go to the Spring Theater PayPal, which might also help as well.
And every little bit helps and every little bit is matched. So appreciate you being here. Appreciate those last donations. We have 7 minutes left to raise just a few $100 more for
we're
kids
gonna make
this
it.
summer. We're gonna make some dreams come true.
You guys, okay, if you have just $5 right now, it turns into $10, and we are so close to our goal. We are going to make it. I know it.
I think we're at $275 left to get us to our goal.
Because every dollar is matched, every single dollar. The Livin The Dream Foundation really does make dreams come true. You know, Joelle said it. Joelle, you made me cry when you sent your testimonial.
Yeah, me too.
Because you said Spring Theater makes dreams come true. And it genuinely, my heart just exploded. So thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. It's been my dream since I was a little kid. I don't know if y'all know this, but I was 3 years old and I was sitting in the front row of a show with my grandparents, my mom and my pop. It was the 12 Dancing Princesses. And I watched the show with wide eyes and I got a kiss. Mwah. A performer blew me a kiss. And on the way home, I said, Mom, I want to start a theater company. And I did. And here we are. And now children of all ages are coming to, woo! Oh my gosh. We got an egg that just came in for $100, which turns into $200.
Thank you, Pam Bond, one of our original spring parents, well predating me.
Yes. If you saw, we had so many pictures of Parker up earlier,
Oh,
Pam.
yeah.
I'm not sure if you saw. Oh my gosh. It was just an incredible thing. Thank you so much, Pam. Thank you, everybody.
Yo, we are so close to our $6,000 goal.
We are going to make it. I can feel it. This is so amazing.
$56.30 left to raise, which means $145 or something. That's not correct, but
whatever it is,
you
we're
do the
super
math.
close.
I went to theater school.
We're so close, guys. All we have to do is, oh my gosh, hold on just a second. We just,
what do you have?
Oh, there's an egg that's falling from the sky.
What y'all didn't see was Erinn trying so hard to get the pink egg from behind the thing when there was perfectly good orange and purple eggs. What do we have?
Oh, it's $50, which turns into $100. And it's another donation from Susan Surratt.
Oh,
Susan,
thank you, Susan.
Thank you. Okay, I just got to brag on Bryce one more time because
thank you, Bruce. Thanks for the support.
Yes, we love you, Bruce. Okay, Bryce is one of our kids that was on stage. I had the privilege of teaching her tap dance distance for a while, and she is now, I would say, one of our best techies and one of the best techies in the triad.
And what a transformation just as a person. So much confidence and poise and
unbelievable
ability. I mean, just a perfect exemplifier of what theater can do for. What is it?
You guys, we have another donation coming in for $150, which turns into
$300, which means
Terry Beckmann. Thank you so much, Terry. This
is
so
Terry
exciting.
Beckmann. I know her.
Oh my gosh, we are almost there, you guys. I'm so excited. We are almost at our goal, and we only have 4 minutes left.
I will tell you, actually.
So you guys, if you have not donated, this is your last chance to donate to Spring Theater for the next 4 minutes. For
4 minutes
everyone,
to get us to our $6,000 goal.
For everyone who has donated today, thank you, and thank you. We love you guys so much. I'm not just saying that. I say it when we're off the camera, too.
She won't stop.
I don't
It's actually getting on my nerves.
You guys, this has been the most amazing Easter Sunday. I hope you guys had a beautiful brunch. Thank you for spending the afternoon with us. Thank you for listening to our incredible performers. If you loved our performers today, which included Kenethia, Mason, Cassie, Tara,
Ava Ginsburg, Millie Caldwell.
If you love them, please go ahead and type how much you love them in the chat. If you loved our interviewees, which included Meredith and Millie and Matthew Cravey, who was a very wonderful silent trivia partner today, please go ahead and type that in the chat as well. We have 3 minutes left to our fundraiser.
We're still matching donations for the next 3 minutes. So if you want to contribute and help us get theater into the, what is it?
We just got another donation. I'm opening it up right now. It is for $50, which turns into $100.
$100.
Oh, and it is from Lynetta Caldwell, Millie's mom.
Oh, thank you.
We love your kid. You know we do.
Yes,
We've been bragging on her all day.
Yep. And we're not going to stop.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, what's this? You guys, we just got another $300.
We're making a $600 donation.
$600 donation once again from Billy Waddell. Oh my gosh! Thank you. Oh my gosh, we're so overwhelmed right now. With just 2 minutes left, I'm about to cry. I'm shaking right now.
Well,
I'm
you can
so
cry.
excited.
It's Easter. Easter's for tears.
Also, I feel like they must be out. They must be close by because they're coming over for Easter dinner soon.
Oh yeah. Maybe they're just about to leave, or maybe they're in the car.
My heart is overwhelmed. Y'all, everyone who has donated today, you're making a difference. I promise you, you are making a difference in this world. And I believe that theater is a ripple. And each and every kid that comes to our stage, I'm getting emotional because this is true. Mm-hmm. Each and every kid that comes and performs, they start and they get more confident and they go out there in the world. And we tell every kid this, even our 5-year-olds who may not get it, but they get it eventually because I've seen kids go out there. Ethan Rapier is a great example. Ethan Rapier came to us. He was a little bit shy. He performed with us. He got more and more confident. He came to help with our camps. He came to help with our classes, and he just directed his first show.
Yep, and now he's got the bug. He's going to help other people. And listen, not only does theater change lives, sometimes it saves lives. And not just because it's theater, but because this gives kids a community. And when you save a kid, when you give a kid a place to thrive, it changes the future in a way that nobody else could ever do. We have 60 seconds left for donation matching to get kids into our program this summer and start changing some lives.
Yes.
Riss, our president, has seen it change kids' lives for sure, and we can testify, but firsthand how often we see this being true.
Absolutely. It's unreal. It's unbelievable. We are so grateful for every single human being out there. Thank you, Ginsburgs, and thank you so much for sending in your performance, Ava Ginsburg. You guys, this is unreal. We've got about 15 more seconds left for matching donations. If you want to send another $5 in, it becomes $10. If you want to send another $1 in, it becomes $2. Hey, you know what? We are so grateful and we love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for everything. Tara Fleury says, theater changed my life. It's changed mine too.
It is now 6 p.m. on the East Coast. Let's take a look at what we did.
Okay, let's check it out, everybody. Did we make our goal? Woo!
We smashed our goal.
$6,830 today.
$6,830 of our attempted $6,000. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions to Spring Theater and to the lives of children everywhere. You are much appreciated. You're little heroes, you are. And we couldn't do it without you.
We love you so much. Happy Easter. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for being a part of the Spring Theater family. We hope to see you in our 2023 season of hope.
Whether that's on stage, backstage, or in the audience, come be a part of our productions and come be storytellers with us and help us change lives.
Yes, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for being here. Happy Easter, and we will see you at the theater so soon. Mwah! We love you.
Adios, y'all.